Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is episode 671.5 WEedNerdWorld. Man, if I miss hanging out with y'all, man, it's been a couple of days. And I've had some fun. I have had some fun. Getting to hang out first and foremost with my grandson. I love spending time with that little man and doing a little traveling, seeing the Grateful Dead. Awesome times. What's up, Mr. Greenfingers? Modern Genetics, Canna Trooper. Cheers. Quiet. How you doing? Guess I should something up. Oh, I got a little bit of a stiff neck from sleeping anywhere but home the last few days. Tim jamming body face. Cheers to you. Listening to right into the cover. Tool cover by Beards and Harmony, or Beard and Harmony. I think that's right. Yeah, Beard and no S. James C. Weaver. Oh yeah. Oh, there's one little crack. How many of you crack your neck? I know I do way too much. Very unhealthy. Pop pews or pews. Cheers. And it has been a long few days. Long few days. It's about 8 kilowatts rolling in firsties. Texas weed hopper. How you doing? Cheers. Test my headphones, make sure I can hear, buddy. Because I cannot. There we go. Cheers, buddy. How you doing?
How are you, Eagle? Great interview. Our show tonight.
Kush Master, son. He told a good story and gave me an easy night.
Yeah, I liked it.
Shit.
So tell me all about it.
Oh, yesterday was interesting for sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely a good time. Got to meet a lot of great folks, both in and out of the concert. Had definitely went a little soul searching throughout the day, that's for sure. Kind of went a little heavy. I underestimated, I'd say a little bit, and sun got me a bit. Sun got me just a hair, which is I guess my own fault. But yeah, great concert. It's I don't know.
You might not have I definitely know you probably didn't know some of the significance of what happened musically, but actually the second set, and they wrote it in the set list. That means that it was really an improv. It wasn't like intended to be played, but like you caught this really incredible jam. Uncle John's band, where they went into this like weird version of Lazy Lightning Simplication, and then went into China Cat Rider. That was the songs before the drum solo. And then when they came out of the drum solo, they did Love Supreme, which is Coltrane. Like, and if you ever know Coltrane's music, that's jazz from like the 40s. Yeah, that was a really you caught a super good show. Yeah, they were definitely into playing last night.
Definitely a lot of good things came out of last night. Like I said, there's a little finding myself throughout the day. I told you, things kind of went in easy, came out a little difficult at a little some point. Few revelations through it all, for sure, for sure.
The paper
Uh,
was
it was kind of coincidental. I had talked with somebody before the show there that day, or was it that day? No, the day before. And they had referred to our encounter that day as he referred to himself as soft, and I was getting harder. And I believe basically saying that I was getting harder to deal with. You know what I mean? And my edges were getting harder. And I think I came out of it with much softer edges at the end of the evening, kind of definitely letting my guard down as I watched a few good souls and had some very good conversation with Mr. Martial Artist. You know, I definitely went from like a very rigid form in the beginning of the evening to a more free, looser soul. You know what I mean?
well.
I'm
Now,
definitely not one
you
for
didn't have the
dancing,
expectations,
but
like you didn't know what to expect, right? Like you didn't know, maybe before the show you walk around, there's all these people, but then when the music started, yeah, what did you think when you started to experience that? Because you've
like I
been
said, it was
music, so you know you're not a rookie to seeing music.
oh no, not at all, not at all. Uh it was the first experience. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's a typo, Florida dogs. I gotta fix it. Um, it was I guess never seen openness or a freeing experience. You know what I mean? Most of the concerts I've been to, that that area where I've seen the freeing of the soul, I guess I would be the best way I could describe it in dance form. You know what I mean? Just letting yourself go, being in the moment. I've
Even just
never
in your,
seen quite like that. A
yeah,
mosh
and
pit to a love pit, basically.
well, and the one thing about
Is the
that,
best way to describe.
it's there's all types of people like within it. Like, yeah, like you say, oh, I call them the spin dancers. They're always somewhere off on the side or the back. Actually, I've heard rumors that they've been at the drum solo getting naked at like all the shows, and it's a power in numbers, like where there's always been a few nude enthusiasts
I
within
could
that
have seen
group,
it.
right?
I
But
could
I
have
guess,
seen they were close.
yeah, they figure like if like 50 people are all nude, there's not much they can do, and there isn't. But when one or two are nude, well, then they, you know, round them up. But I guess there's been like a rash of nude dancing on this tour. I don't know if you got to witness it or anything.
I did not, but you were not getting through without having to go through a large dance circle. That's for sure. Pine Knob's an amazing venue to see any kind of show. It's
No,
very
I see all the
uh,
the streams, so you get an idea of each place. They're shed, they're pretty much identical. They're these shed venues. That's what we nickname them. But that one seemed like even the people in the back were close. You know what I mean? Where you can go to some of these, and the way they're designed, it's not not like Pine Knob. Pine Knob is, yeah, that place looks cool. I've never gone there, but it looks cool on the stream.
There is not a bad seat in Pine Knob. And even in this instance, I opted out of a pavilion, a chair seat. I'd prefer to be on that hill. You can
Now,
see everything. I mean, it's so close. I mean, there isn't a bad spot in that
what'd you
place.
guys do when
Yeah.
it was over? Did you hang out in the parking lot a little bit and party
Oh,
there?
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It was yesterday was a very weird day in a few aspects. And in that I did not enjoy. The couple aspects that we'll talk about here, I did not enjoy. Parking lot experience was a lot of fun during the day. A lot of great people, a lot of fun out there. And then like I said, I kind of cooked myself out there in the sun a little bit. It was a nice hot day. I was out, didn't seek any shade, just fun in the sun.
Well,
And
you
then
look tonight, you don't look like you got totally sunburned. But yeah, I know. I'm the
well,
same.
I had a good
complexion.
base going in. You know what I mean? I get out into the sun, but so I guess in doing what we do, I've always been more accustomed to carry cash on me than a card.
Oh, and
So
yeah, the cashless venue.
no cash, cashless venue. That's right. I wandered in, wanted to buy a water, and the chances of buying a water with cash were zero.
Surely that's got to
And
be against
even as
federal law.
depleted as I was and wanted a water, and I was noticeably depleted.
That's got to be against
They would
federal
not sell
law,
me a
right?
water. $5
Yep.
waters, $5 waters, and they would not accept any form of cash.
Yeah, well, that's a new trend since we've been back since COVID. Most of the bigger venues, corporate venues, cashless. Parking, cashless. Vending or merchandise, cashless, and drinks and all that.
In that moment was much like I even told Marshall, I'm like, man, we are not far from that chip or that mark, to be honest with you. And the feeling I got with a pocket full of that, I was fine. I had money. You know what I mean? I had felt like somebody was like the future, basically. Sorry, sir, your chip's been turned off. Now what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? That was the feeling, buddy.
In October,
and it wasn't good.
Was when they rolled out. I noticed in June at Dodger Stadium, they had machines. They're like ready teller up. They're like reverse ready tellers. You put cash in, and then it spits out a card with whatever. They take a fee, obviously, but yeah, that's like the new thing now, and not all venues have that yet. But when all these venues go cash, and when all the stores go cashless, I mean, like you say, oh, you can see the future. Like even my friend that manages and runs merchandise on the road, he said that this was all a plan that the venues had, that they were going to roll out over the next 5 years. But when COVID hit, they decided that when they reopened from COVID, they're going 100% cashless. No trans. I tell you, maybe a lot of people there were already aware of it, but when they toured and we toured last year in October, people were so shocked they weren't prepared. People didn't have a card. People that couldn't pay for parking. They didn't created a clusterfuck. But then now, well, more and more people, like next time you go to a show, you'll be prepared, right? Because it isn't just the dead that do this. It's every expected at every show
I-
now.
I'll be more prepared in the aspect that I'll fucking try not to do the same thing I did this time. I'll be so prepared I won't fucking spend a dime in that venue because it's cashless. Same thing, my way, a little boycott. And even when I walked out, I said to Marshall, you know, as I was kind of looking forward to the parking lot aspect again, I looked
Okay.
over at Marshall and said, I'd rather fucking spend my money out here.
Yeah.
Anyway, with the local folks and the people that, you know, the money's going to do more good out here than it would be in there anyway. So I'd rather spend my money out here. So
Since this new
this is
new
this
trend
you,
happened, the parking lot vendors have had a huge uptick in sales after, because a lot of people brought cash. They want to buy a t-shirt, they want to buy whatever, they can't do it. And when they get to the parking lot, they still have money. A lot of times by the time they're in the venue, between the 6 beers they bought and whatever, they come out to the parking lot and they're done. They don't have any more money to buy vending, you know, the community that makes their living off of the parking lot.
so
and
it was really
the
it
vending
was like they heard me, buddy.
is doing great.
It was like they heard me utter those words that, you know, we would all rather be out in the parking lot spending our cash, because not even, I would say 10 to possibly no more than 15 minutes after the concert, the local police sat at one end of like that strip of vendors and blasted their police sirens. It literally sounded like there was a massive raid coming to the place.
15
Ear-piercing police sirens.
Usually you
And
gotta
then they sat there and let the sirens play for about another 10 minutes and used like a sound, you know what I mean, to push people out. And then slowly push their way down each parking lane. So like a half mile an hour, lights blaring, pushing the lights back and forth to fucking irritate people, and had the venue cleaned out in record time after the show.
You understand the business of that. Like, the venue hires people, and until that place is empty, they're paying a payroll, and those people go on overtime at a certain point. So when the show's over, they want to wrap the shit up and get the time cards checked in and be done. And the longer that takes, the more money's being spent. And different venues deal with it different ways. Yeah.
I've been, well, this is the bitch about this. They obviously, there was intoxicated people at that show, especially that show, which pushed all those people out onto the road when they would have rather stayed in the parking lot and gathered their bearings. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, they made more of a public hazard by pushing them out on the road, for one.
The days of us getting multiple nights at a venue are far and few between, because the venue doesn't want to deal with what happens then. But imagine that whole thing where if we were going to be playing at Pine Knob for 2 or 3 nights, and then people would be like, fuck that, I'm not leaving the parking lot. Why would I? I'm here for 3 days. You know, and then they go through a whole thing, they kick people out, and what do? They line up on the street to get back in, and then that creates you know, managing, especially that crowd, because that crowd's kind of different than your average crowd. You know?
I've seen like heavy metal concerts, country concerts, where that very same parking lot was able to just fucking party down for hours after the show. I thought it was more you know, intentional, just because of the group. You know, if you're gonna do it to one, you should have to do it at every fucking show. If you're gonna do it to them, you should do it at every fucking show.
You saw the hippie,
you know what I mean?
That's going down. Which that, man, if it got shut down in 15 minutes, $100,000 probably didn't get made, because those balloons are like $5 each, or, you know, 5 for 20, maybe, whatever. And people really are into doing them. Okay, like, and it's not what you think it is, because I mean, there's been this war that's been going on tour for years, but basically the hippies lost. There's this organization that's called the Nitrous Mafia. They're out of Philadelphia. And basically that whole thing is them. Like, and even if you want to be an entrepreneur, you're buying the tank from them, or you're not going to make it. Like, they'll beat you up or whatever the fuck. Right. And it's, what's the nationality? It's not, yeah. And for years, the hippies tried to stand their ground and say, no, this is our parking lot. This is our world. But no, this gang out of Philly, like, they weren't fucking around, and they control the whole nitrous thing across the whole country. And on a given night, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars made in that parking lot over balloons. Hippie crack.
Definitely some fun. Definitely a lot of people having fun with the balloons. So I want to bring the story. I want to like try to bring this around a little bit to a funnier end of it. So I do get some water, obviously enough to where I have to use the restroom. Okay. And the funnier parts of this story is, keep in mind, they won't take my cash. I'm lucky enough to fucking have gotten me a water. Okay. I wander into the restroom with fucking hands full, hat bullshit in one hand and a water in the other. And the bathroom's somewhat empty when I get in there. And of course, we're all men here. We're not in the country. Can't just like flip her out and just let nature do its own business. You need a free hand. You need a free hand in the bathroom. So I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this shit? And you know, this is a concert. This is shoulder to shoulder Petrov kind of action here. I'm like, what am I gonna do with my shit? I try to set my water bottle on the toilet, and it's rounded. Keeps trying to fall off. Fuck. And I'm deep. I'm deep in at this moment, buddy.
I got you.
I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? So I think I'm gonna set it on the floor. So I set it at my feet. Nobody in the bathroom at this time, by myself, right? I take my pee and fucking realized I am now surrounded with people. And as I kind of glance, you know what I'm looking at as I glance side to side, I'm like, oh shit. How am I going to get this water? And I think to myself, I'm not getting this water. I'm leaving that $5 fucking water right at my feet. And that's what I did. Full bottle of water right there. I'm like, I don't care how parched I am. I'm not bending over for that fucking water right now. And walked off and left my full water in the restroom. So,
Man, that's horrible, but that's absolutely funny.
That's
Okay.
I did too. I thought, there's no fucking way I'm bending over for this water. There's no fucking way. What an idiot. I can't believe I set this thing at my feet. I just went, and walked right away. Fuck that water. I'll find another one somehow. But I thought you might think that part of this story was funny.
But overall, you had a great time, right?
Definitely towards the end of the night, I definitely had come through, both finding out some good stuff about myself, better, but more center, as you usually do at the end of that. Definitely found myself a little bit more plastic, not so rigid, definitely feeling the moment, not so, you know what I mean? Me and Marshall walked through there and seen the dancing initially. I was like, I'm not there yet. I love their vibe, but I'm not there. He's like, you will be. Give it time. And I'm like, nah, I don't know if I'll make it that far. He's like, you never know. I never made it that deep, but by the end of the night, I was definitely much looser and close to diving in that circle and refining myself. So I did it. Most definitely had a great night. I met a few random strangers that just helped snap me back into myself in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had a good time. You know, it was a nice experience. And
regardless of what people's impression or like what they think of it, at its core, it's good. It's human. It's humanity at its core is what it really is.
I would have loved to seen it in its heyday. And that was the other aspect of it too, man. I seen so many beautiful souls ranging like any good cannabis event. You know what I mean? The range of souls, you know, ages and the ranges of souls in general. It was nice to see some of the older folks out there just still loving life, feeling the vibe. You know what I mean? That was some of the most beautiful experience of it all. Just seeing people not giving up, not giving up, still being true to themselves and true to what they started out to be. So yeah, it was. I like I said, I wish I could have seen it in its grand heyday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's all what it is. Like those days had, like they were what they were. Today's what it is today. Like I'm glad you experienced it and had a great time. Because that thing isn't going to go on forever. It's already surpassed any dream I had of how long it would last. But we're still doing it.
I started to video and then I kind of felt rude knowing everybody was feeling good. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I can't. This isn't right. So I just kind of cut it out. Just had some fun there. But
well, I'll send you
good time.
my YouTube algorithm sends me, is probably more in tune to this than yours. So if I see there's some cool stuff that gets made by people. People will post it in the next day or so. Sometimes there's a great video from Chicago a few nights back where it's just the dancer for like 10 minutes.
It was a good opportunity to meet some folks and pass some beans. I definitely palmed some beans yesterday. That's for sure.
Hey, Captain, how you doing?
Hey, just oh yeah, if the rain gets too loud, tell me and I'll go mute here. But just another rainy day in Thailand. Beautiful though. Got shorts on. No snow in sight. And
Nice.
welcome, Kush Master, to the club.
Hey, thank you. Thanks, Captain. You brought the rain with you, man. We got our first rain here yesterday. Hasn't rained for fucking 6
Great.
weeks or something. Yeah, it was good, but fucking this last outdoor season, man, we had biblical floods. Like I've never seen them before. Everything got fucking flooded, so we're kind of over the rain.
Hey, Kush Master,
bud.
tonight I realized you and me both say the same lingo. Holy moly. I say that a lot for a long time.
Nice.
I was glad to hear someone else using that.
Good. That's why I like you.
All the way on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. Man, when
So
I
just for
first
official sakes, we need to say hello to John A. Greenfingers, Captain Kush Master, and Buddy was here first, but feel free amongst yourselves to say hello to one another. Sorry.
Greenfingers, Captain, what's happening? Buddy, Johnny, nice to meet you all, man.
Yeah. Kush Master, that was an excellent episode. You did awesome. everybody with
right.
an accent as well. So fantastic.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been lurking for fucking a long time since the beginning, but just getting my med card gave me the fucking confidence to, normally lurking from deep in the shadows. Yeah.
VPN world.
Yeah.
When I did
Yeah.
So,
when I did
so
my
they,
show with Eagle, I had to do a VPN because at that time what we were talking about was still not quite this open. Good night.
Yeah.
so they
Yeah, I
haven't
remember.
Yeah.
budged in Australia. They haven't really budged at all. Like,
No, man, nothing. Just like I said, Canberra, the capital city of Australia, you're allowed to grow 3 plants there. And the law is if you do grow more than that, I think you're allowed to keep the plant. You just get fined $60 per plant additional, but you can actually keep it. So it's fully just for the fucking it's fully for the politicians. But yeah. I don't know,
well,
man.
I mean, I guess that's like if eventually if how do you justify the irony of like, oh, well, it's legal here but nowhere else, you know?
Yeah, well, I think we had Olivia Newton-John. She's Australian, isn't she? And didn't she
Yeah.
had the breast cancer and she treated it with cannabis oil and she was all over the news and shit. And that's when like the old grandmas and shit started paying attention, like, oh, Olivia Newton-John and cannabis oil, before that. No one really, yeah. It's still, man, people just think you're full of shit when you even just say cannabis and well, when you even say cannabis, people are like, "What's that?" Everyone knows it as marijuana here. I'm like, no, it's not the fucking name. Don't ever call it that again. But just
But
yeah, they just
drinking
really
is
need
is
to.
is really prevalent and has no stigma, right?
Yeah, no, not at all, man. It's fucking yeah. It's just a part of life in Australia. Yeah, and funny
Yeah.
enough, I don't drink, but yeah, it's just that's how it is here, man.
Hey man, it's the major. Can I ask you how much it costs for like a OZ down there, Kush Master?
Well, Uncle Trip, man, he fucking offloads Cali's finest for 300, but fucking, like I said, when I was on the black market buying, fucking, I never bought anything cheaper than 400 an Aussie, and that was always just a hydro stuff. If you do go to Nimbin and get that cheap brown bullshit weed, man, you'll pay anywhere from 250 an Oz up to fucking $500 an ounce for that brick fucking brown shit. It looks
Wow.
like it's the stuff that Uncle Trip grows and sells it to people, then they resell it from 300. They sell it to over 600 an Aussie. Yeah, so yeah.
Shit. Trying to get that summer house, I think, in
Well, man,
Australia.
I'll tell you what, if legalization or any fucking hemp bullshit bill ever passes that you can bring genetics here and any of you have a seed company, man, you'll make a killing. You just need to let the Australians get educated about genetics because they don't have a fucking idea. But yeah, I think they slowly are now. Slowly they're
Do you
understanding
know?
genetics.
Do you know the conversion rate on the U.S. dollar to the Aussie dollar?
I can remember about a year ago, it was like fucking 78, wasn't it? 78. Yeah. So maybe some close to that. I'm sure we could Google it. Let me check it.
And to let y'all,
Australia.
Thailand just hit 35 baht per dollar. That's like the most I've gotten in 7 years. So my
Right.
birthday is August 31st. Come over. I'm buying dinner and the bag of weed.
Nice. There we go.
Because top quality cannabis here right now is between $20 and $25 a gram.
All right. It says
I see.
0.68. Jesus. 1 Australian dollar is fucking 0.68 USD. Holy fuck. That's a drop.
So basically 68 cents.
Yes, sir. Jesus.
Probably about the same as
Yeah.
Canadian dollar. Cost it 25%
Wait a
more for
second.
that.
That was $1 for 0.68 Aussie
No,
dollar.
no, backwards, Captain. $1
Okay.
Australian is 0.68 United States. Yeah, I could probably show you the fucking screen.
Okay. No, you don't have to show me. That's all good.
So if American came there with American dollars and had to convert it to be there, he would get $680 back from his $1,000.
Yep.
But does it spend further or it doesn't? Doesn't sound like it.
Not
sounds
really,
like-
man. Like we were talking the other night on Fumies, I think fucking how many liters are in a gallon? 4.2 or something? We're paying for the 91%
3.79.
octane. Right. So so about 4 liters. We're paying $2.22 per liter. So times that by 4, it's literally $10 a gallon we're paying.
And you
And that's
get your
not
oil
for-
from Saudi Arabia too, right?
Yeah, we got BP, British Petroleum, but yeah, I guess most of it would come from there. Yeah, I
Doesn't
got
matter.
no idea, honestly.
It's all monopoly.
Yeah, I got no idea. I'm not going to pretend I know that. All I know is anything that comes from Australia that gets mined and shit, the Queen gets 20% before any tax is taken. She gets a 20% tax of every mineral and bullshit and metal and gold. Yeah. What fucking bullshit's that? Yeah. You probably got that too, Major, in Canada there.
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I don't think we give the Queen shit.
Yeah.
But you could be
Smart
right.
about-
There could be some kind of weird tax going on.
No,
Or I
you
guess
do.
that wouldn't be a tax. That would be a what?
Fucking, yeah, birthright.
Yeah.
Robbery.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Access tax or whatever, or even before it's sold. The tax
I think they
on it.
Commonwealth, just the Commonwealth tax is what they class it under, I think. Yeah.
I'll Google that.
Mm.
Cheers, Major. You guys got fucking everybody in chat doing math and shit, Google and fucking
Yeah.
conversion rates.
See? Bringing some, I don't know. So. Oh, shit.
Well, the bottom line, you can't beat the deal over there where Captain 420 is, because not only you get whatever bought, the price, like money spends far, right, Cap?
Yeah. Yeah. When you need to fucking come and leave for your 60, 90 days, Captain, just hit me up, man. Come by here. No, serious.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay rent, man. Just come.
Thank you.
I am
appreciate
near
that.
Brisbane, but so don't think I'm at the Cape York or anything. I'm in Queensland, but Brisbane, close to there. So I think it's fucking 9-hour flight. I'm not sure. 9, 10 maybe with a stopover. But just under you.
Yeah, but you can always head this way and your money goes farther.
Yeah. Yeah, I would, man. But fucking gardeners are tied down sometimes. Veggie garden.
I do want to make it down there, but you just kind of mentioned it, and basically within the next 2 months, I have to get the garden ready, and that's what we're gearing up for. Because
Nice.
even now, I can grow 10 plants because I'm here more than 9, 10 months out of the year. That was shocking.
Terrific. Yeah. I still can't believe Thailand fucking legalized, man. It's like what?
When I moved
What's going
here,
on,
it was
Greenfingers? What's
$600 an
happening?
ounce, and now it's more than $600 an ounce,
Oh
or
shit.
can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think once you
But
get out and
is
about,
that is soon adjusts. That
I
adjusts
think
down to
what,
like, $300 an ounce really quick.
yeah, I think once you get out and about, then you'll find sources commercially. You won't be on the tourist pricing anymore.
All right.
All right, I found that
No,
we
but
do pay.
that's the thing. Anybody,
There's some
I'm sorry,
taxes on
Major.
wool, boys. There's some taxes on wool. We pay 50% tax on the quality of wool from Commonwealth countries, man. 50% of the value of that bitch. Different taxes.
Fuck.
What? That's fucked up. There's a bunch of weird shit going on here. And they refer to as what? Custom tariffs. Regulation respecting the customs duty payable on woolen fabrics or originating in Commonwealth countries. And that's 50% tax on wool products.
God damn.
No less than 50%. Damn.
More. Yeah. More of a reason to change your hemp.
That's why I guess all these, this mineral wool or merino wool, I think it's called. That fancy wool that doesn't get itchy. That's why it's so expensive, I suppose. 50% tax on that shit. That's fucked up.
And like someone just pointed out about hemp, like that's some of the reason that legalizing or, national, international hemp, bringing that back, it'll interrupt all these deals that all these rich people have been getting rich on for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
50% on the wool.
Well, where is the majority of wool produced? That's an interesting fact too. Either way, there seems to be a profit in it.
Hey, Eagle, I
Was you
forgot
saying
one.
something, Johnny? All right.
I was just saying that if Green 13 was here, he'd explain Green again.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Eagle, I did forget one thing from the Spotlight show, man, that I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you to get up and do some fucking roundhouse kicks on that bag behind us. I was, come on, man. I've been seeing that fucking bag for years. Let's see some. Let's see the old fucking
Yeah, you gotta hit that motherfucker.
Eagle leg foot. Give it a
I do
roundhouse.
hit that motherfucker. I do hit that motherfucker.
Come on, give us a little
And when you-
demonstration, Eagle. Show us the Eagle power.
And when you kick it, you gotta say "fuck autos" when you kick it. Fuck autos. Boom. Fuck autos.
That's it.
Fuck autos. Boom.
Yeah.
You want to play rough? Boom. Fuck autos. Yeah.
You fake goddamn cannabis. Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Man, Kush Master, I'm glad you got your card and popped out of the woodwork.
Me too,
You're
man.
funny as hell, man.
Oh man, I like it, bud. I'll tell you what, man. I was fucking in tears when you did your spotlight, man. You were talking about Sabrina and shit. Jesus, you
Oh
really
God, I
fucking,
deal with that every day. Fuck.
yeah.
I actually thought about her a few hours ago. Never goes away.
Yeah.
Never will.
Yeah, she must have been special, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with special, man. Fuck. When it goes away,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Even with a strain. I've had some special strains and I wish I had them fucking back.
Which one would that be, buddy? Come on now, let's name those lists. Let's go down the
Well,
list.
I've said this before. In like the 2010-ish, Rascal used to like share or have he didn't have a booth. He'd just be around Cali Connection and set up and sell seeds. And he had the white, the fire, and the Wi-Fi. Those were the three things that you could get from him. And I had all three and the white. Yeah, I never should have let the white go.
Is the white the OG by any chance? Do you know the lineage of any of that
Nah, the
stuff?
fire was the more OG. The white was the
White fire.
cushier type plant, and then them together made the Wi-Fi or the white fire. And the Wi-Fi, I should have kept that. I should have kept that shit from Rascal. All three of them.
Leafy. I've been working with that white fire right now. Got that fire OG crossed with that sunshine number 4 from Bodie. Man, she's gonna be some orange fire.
And I had this weird alien OG from Cali Connection, but like even Swerve, it wasn't like the pheno that I started running wasn't like alien OG. It was some weird, I guess, unicorn or something. It had such a unique fucking smell, but after about 2-3 cycles, the plant started just growing like so weird, and it would never really finish, but it still had that smell. And I know like today or in the last few years, if I kept that just a few more years, because I still had that until like 2017, maybe, somebody would have bred and fixed it and took that. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe the smell that I found in this one alien OG from a Cali Connection pack. It was weird. It was unique, but the plant was shit. And I let that go.
Yeah, I had this thing called Land of China. It was a beautiful plant, done like September 10th. And you always get a 5 foot from this thing. No amendments needed. It's just a vigorous plant, like one of those true F1 hybrids, you could say. Man, this thing had it. This was like just crushing all your shit, right? And this is one of those ones where we found the crop, right, on our river, and we seen the canoe in this one spot, and we're like, oh, we know those boys. They've been going up and down this river. That's their spot. And sure enough, we took that couple clones off of their shit. And that was one of them. And then sure enough, that special fucker's gone forever, man. The LOC, man. The lockdown. Bomb weed. And it was a hasher too. Like we're talking solid 5%. That one. Missed that one. And actually, it was a simple one from Dutch Passion. I had to consider a freak. It was Holland's Hope. It was a cheap seed, but one of those, it must have been just one of those seeds that dropped in that Holland's Hope pack, because it just didn't suit any of the other seeds that came out of it, right? So I give it that mystery status. But that one had that juicy fruit smell to it, right? That mid 90s, maybe late the early 2000s, with that juicy fruit. And I think that's a classic one too.
Yeah.
Even though it's just a terp profile, then that's not necessarily the plant name that goes with those tastes, right? You can almost find all those flavors in different packs, right? Like if you want some gnarly incense smelling stuff, with a little bit of Kush, that stuff's pretty common, right? Floral stuff, that's not rare. But I think, going through the packs lately, trying to find, something to do with a pine, that alpha pinene is hard to find, man. It's a low percentage, like single digits to find that stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that all figured out, which names and smells and stuff.
Well, that's what it doesn't really matter, because you can find those, especially floral and cushiness, and those are popular, right? It's not hard to find. Like, that real juicy fruit flavor, the banana, the pine.
I like to find things that don't smell like anything that you already know. Like those, even
complex.
this Mike and Larry that I
Okay.
fucking excited I got that I smelled last week. It doesn't smell like anything else, and it's not like, oh, it's sort of like strawberry or banana or that. No, it smells like, yeah,
Like
it
something
doesn't
you
smell like
know, but
something else.
something you don't know. I know what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a real complexity to it that you can't describe it. You're just gonna be like, this is unique. Smell this. And it's a combination of a bunch of shit. I like those
now if
ones too.
somebody else had already described to me or said, oh, it smells like this, most likely the way my mind works, then I would have like smelt that on it. You know, what's that when you like preconceived? Like,
Suggestive,
yeah,
suggestive
suggestion.
something.
Power of suggestion. Like, so,
Yeah.
you know, I think you have to be careful of that because sometimes, yeah, we're all susceptible
Well, if
to
that's your
power of
personality.
suggestion.
Absolutely.
To degrees.
Yeah.
Depends on your mood. You feel like being argumentative, maybe you'll be like, no, that doesn't smell like a pickle. It smells like a fresh deal
Well,
from
like,
the garden,
here's one.
stepped on by a moose that shat in the corner. There's a bit of shit smell there,
And I might have
and space dust.
smoked 10 varieties of top level rosin that were banana something. And I've grown 3 strains that are banana something cross. And I've smoked a few other people's weed that was, no, it's good. It smells good. It's got some, yeah, they all have this something, but the banana is not what comes to my mind. Maybe
The
I'm
banana
just like,
terps just don't last that long, buddy. I think the shelf life
it's
on
not
those
like
terps
I
don't
don't
last.
smell banana there. Like,
Oh,
I love bananas and know what
Primal
they smell
Punch
like and
V2.
taste like.
It's
OG,
Primal Punch V2 is the best banana I ever had.
Banana OG was the best I ever had.
And
Ask Thunder Dan for his banana daddy, and I'm having some seed shipped over. It's a banana triangle. I can't wait to pop those.
Well, good thing we got Eagle on the fucking forefront of the Weed Nerd Nation, and he already tested both versions of the bananas we're talking about. He has tried the V2 Primal Punch from Med, the banana he found, and he has the luxury of trying Thunder Dan's Banana Daddy. And according to him, say what you got on that, Eagle.
Sorry, dude.
No, spit it out, brother.
Primal B2 for the banana. Much respect, Dan. But yeah, that banana's with Primal 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also realized, like, I have no idea
10
what
months.
an apple tastes like to anybody else but me. And, like, so I imagine some things are pretty similar to each of us, you know, because but maybe everything's totally unique to each person. You know what I mean?
For sure. That's why I was describing, like, maybe for you, a pickles is like that, but for me, pickles is like, in the garden with that fresh crushed dill by the moose, right? With a little bit of fresh scat there.
Yeah.
You know, those memories come through. Where for you, it's just a pickle. But for me, no, there's a whole journey to that. It's connected with nature.
Mm-hmm. But what about stuff that smells nothing like the name? It's just like, why would you name it that? It doesn't smell like that. Like,
that is classic too, man. That's a classic.
Well, I could tell you an example. I grew a strain for 20 years, over 20 years, called garlic, right? And it had nothing to do with garlic, right? It had to do with this town called Gilroy, which is below the Bay Area. It's like the Central California. It's garlic capital. They have the garlic festival there. You get within 10 miles of that place, and that's all you smell. We met this guy in like 1990 something, some deadhead friend of ours, to get these clones of this plant that finished in like 50 days. And I don't even think he gave it to us with a name. but we called it garlic because of the experience we had waiting for him at this fucking rest stop, and our eyes were tearing because it was so strong of a smell of fucking garlic. And then, yeah, it had nothing to do with the weed, and we called it garlic for 20 years.
Why would you do that? Just kidding. I've done that with some shit before too. Like, yeah, named it the street of where my grandma used to live or whatever, and put the word Kush behind it. It's like
I
Candlewood
remember
Street.
in the 90s, like I used to have connections and get access to pounds of bud from up north. And like I would know like where it came from. But a lot of times the street named weed some of the times. Like weed got sold and certain name got called, people start calling it that, and then that looped around and that became the strain name. Not because the grower ever called it that, because a lot of times back then, they didn't want any attachment to anything, you know, like even where it was from.
For sure.
Definitely like in strain names, yes, maybe some, no. A lot of growers back then they were just growers, man. They were growing.
Only some people
Granny
really cared
panties
about
tasted nothing like granny panties.
Are you sure? You're
Yeah.
you been going down on grannies lately, bro? Come on.
Not lately. But
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not
You
gonna
win,
stay.
you win.
I'm not gonna not stand here and say it hasn't happened.
You win. You
Well,
win.
once you hit 50, yeah,
Right? After
grannies
Yeah,
are
I
kind of
realized-
common.
The only thing I can say to that is cheers to cannabis, huh? Those days are over.
I don't know. I always
I
thought
have
that
a
stuff was like
couple-
a fine wine. It just with
a
age it
couple-
gets better.
like, man, like 25-year customers. They don't care. I label things with like initials. And I realized a few weeks ago when I was thinking about it, two of them don't ask me any, like for a long time, they don't ask what that is. Like
Yeah.
in weird ways, like people like that are the name game thing has gotten to be such a bullshit thing that they don't even like, it doesn't matter. Like it's hard to explain. Like they're older guys, like my age guys, but yeah, they don't care about like that.
Yeah, well, it's
They
like
reject all that
avocado
shit.
growers, right? Do you know the Haas avocado or the all those different varietals, man? No one, only if you're in the avocados do you
Well,
know
I
that
do.
shit, right?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
you're in the
Haas
avocados.
has a and the other varieties all are what do you call it? Silky skin, where the Haas is the thick skin. But there's a Haas X19. There's varieties. Like the X19 is a bigger Haas. It's like a strain, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting some avocados. They got rejected at the border.
They cost.
They didn't have their certification or whatever, and yeah, that sucked. But I'm planning on getting some more avocados shipped up here.
Avocados are
Well, unless you go to a farmer's market, and even there it's hard to find, even around here. There used to be, well, there's Haas, there's Reed, there's Fuerte, there's a couple other ones. The reality of those other ones, they're water based. They have way less oil than the Haas. And if you were ripening one up, you have like a window of like a half a day on a water based avocado before it goes like from
where they go
really good
fucking
to like
dump
nothing.
through.
Right, where the Haas, it's oil based. It takes weeks and days. It holds because of the oil. So and it's thin skinned, but those are the best avocados. Like if you like the taste of avocado and the texture, if you've never had a Reed or a Forte or there's a couple other ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a almost like a dark black one that we ordered, and it was supposed to be the best tasting avocado. Don't quite remember the name of it though. golden
shit.
something, I want to say, but maybe not.
Dark black one.
No, really dark.
Oh,
Really
I
dark.
have a trick for you
Like
guys.
a like a long,
Avocado.
like a longer, like a more of a gourd shape to it.
It's like shaped like a
Or squash.
that?
Yes.
Exactly. No, but I have a tip for your avocado saving. So you can save your avocados. You put them in a tub of water in your fridge. Just make sure they're submerged completely, and then the oxygen can't fuck them up because there's no oxygen.
Fuck, dude. I thought it was just put them in the fridge and that slows them down. The wifey stopped doing that though because she didn't like the
Put 'em in
results. But I
Okay,
tried that water.
the other two really good ones, or there's three. There's Pinkertons that are good, Bacons that are really good, and Zutanos. Those are really good, and Reeds. Yeah, they used to be grown. Like when I owned a fruit stand for 20 years, we 365 days a year had 4 or 5 kinds of avocados in stock, and customers that searched them out. But yeah, that's all in this area, which is our signs all over town say avocado capital of the world. There's fucking no avocados here anymore.
You just can't compete with the price of the Mexican produced avocados, or what happened to the
A combination of things. Like we have no ag rate in San Diego for water.
for water? Oh shit.
And
Can't
when
afford it.
that was like a thing where, oh, there was a super low rate for like a decade or so, but part of when people voted for that, they understood that at a certain point this other system was coming in, and that's about 10 years ago. And yeah, you pay the same residential water as you do if you had 2,000 acres of groves. And so the guy with 2,000 acres of groves, he's gone. A lot of it is, if you know, California has moved to Santa Paula, like Ventura County, where there's good weather and there's cheap water. And NAFTA.
Night, Johnny.
Don't forget
Love you,
NAFTA,
buddy.
which if cannabis becomes federally legal and we don't amend NAFTA, which we haven't amended NAFTA at all, meaning we could easily have kept the avocado business thriving. We would have just put a limit on the amount of tons of avocados that they could import. But
Well,
if you read NAFTA, it's very plain English that it's fair trade, no restrictions on anything. That's
Right.
part of it. And that if you legalize cannabis would include cannabis. Well,
they have to set up the infrastructure and the architecture to make sure that they can monopolize this economy of cannabis, of avocados, all this stuff. Eventually, there'll be 4 companies
at
producing
first it took
85% of
them-
everything. Right? That's what
it
they
took
want.
them,
They're
it
setting
took
it
them
up.
like 10 years for Mexico to build up the avocado business. Well, what's even more corrupt about it is like Cal Avo, which is the hugest packing house, the biggest player in the world in avocados. They just happen to have like dumped over 200,000 acres of California groves right before the 2008 plummet of land prices. And that was like, yeah, a little too convenient that they sold off all this prime land and right before the price plummeted on it.
Mhm.
And they invested it in Mexico. That's what happened.
Hey, Greenfingers, did you get your seeds from Bud? You get your package? Did you get your beans from Bud? Greenfingers?
You were talking to me. I thought I heard some shit, but I was tripping out. No, my
Oh.
mom, I see her tomorrow or whenever she comes over. I have no idea.
Nice.
She might decide on Sunday, might be Monday.
I sent him a whole bunch of shit. He's gonna
I
be
know.
surprised.
So I saw she sent me a picture. I told her
I'm
to
fucking
open
excited for him.
monkey dust right now, fucking picking seeds
Because
out.
all us weed nerds though are gonna have to start sending Greenfingers some goddamn soil so he can pop these seeds. I'm gonna start doing
Right.
it myself.
Fuck.
Yep. I'm gonna
A
set a
handful
time
of
coming, bud.
1 cup of
A
1,000
cup
of
at
these
a
things,
time.
1 cup each from 1,000 weed nerds. I could have one planter filled up in no time, you know? Like
1 million cups you could have.
1 million cups, exactly. Cheers me out, flowers.
Morning, boys.
Cheers, brother.
Herbs
Nice,
to the
yeah.
morning.
Herbs to the morning, boys.
And Greenfingers, your mom is a consumer too, right? So
Yeah, I told her to take half of everything in there if there was anything she wanted. She's like, no,
that's
I'll just
nice.
leave it.
I like
I'll
to
just
hear
leave it.
that.
She's like, I'll just leave it for you, chill it, and then we'll split it up later. I was like, why? Just take it now so I don't have to see what I'm missing out on. Like,
Mm.
and she like takes one little
We're gonna put-
joint.
That's
Take one little
that's how
joint.
you do her though.
She
That's not how
smokes one
she's
little
gonna
joint,
do you.
and she's like, I'm getting dizzy. It's too much for a little half a joint. And I'm like, don't smoke that weed like that. I told you. And then she'd be like, I'm having a panic attack. I'm like, don't have a panic attack, man. Please. Smoke some regular weed. I'm 1,000 miles away. I can't see you and help you. I'm just gonna talk to you on the phone. Like,
Mm.
it's like freaking
I
out.
don't know about just the soil. I'd like to see just an overall fucking makeover of that fucking greenhouse where we got all them seeds going. Followed up with one of the like group high fives where everybody jumps up
All feet off the ground.
at the end. Yeah.
Everybody's feet have to be off the ground though, like behind their butts, hitting their own butts. Like,
No, the thing is just because I'm like aware of really the weather that he lives around, like he has so much potential, but he ain't kidding when he says it's 117 in the shade.
yeah, every damn day down there. Like, fuck, you're gonna cool off, and it's like it was already
And
cool.
Honestly,
yeah,
Bud,
that
some
once you get up over
sorry,
100
brother.
degrees, things get a little wacko. When you get under 50 degrees, things get screwy too. So 100
Yeah, but
degrees,
my
Bro.
here in Queensland, man, it's pretty fucking hot because we call it the Sunshine State up here. It's obviously tropical as fuck. So I'm just looking at the thermometer trying to change degrees to Fahrenheit. So in Uncle Trip, man, in the peak of summer, it's normally like 43 degrees outside, which is equivalent to just like 108 degrees Fahrenheit. And he's got greenhouses outdoors, and he's got thermometers in these greenhouses, and that fucking greenhouse sometimes gets over 55 degrees. And plants, you know, just fucking thrive fine. I mean, it's an extremity, but there's like a 2-week period where they get to that. And, you know, Uncle Trip says like, holy fuck, mate, I don't know if they're going to fucking handle it, but they might lose a 10% yield as to optimal conditions, but man, you'll be surprised what it can
okay, but
handle.
what's helping him handle that heat? Is it keeping him really hydrated
Yeah, Uncle Trip would water him fucking first thing in the morning and also right at the peak of the afternoon day, you know, and if needed, he'd go in there with fucking sprayers, spray it down. But just because it was illegal, you know, in Australia, Uncle Trip had to fucking have them fully enclosed, sort of thing. So he kind of, yeah. But it just goes to show, man, the temperatures, you know, they can handle it. But the one thing is with the even winter, when he tries to do a winter crop, most can handle it, but some will banana, you know, just some genetics can't fucking handle it. You know,
That's the
like
truth.
he does sometimes 3 times outdoor cycles. So he'll do a natural outdoor flower, and then he's got his next lot ready to go. You know, he'll put them straight in another fucking 9-10 weeks. Then he'll pull off a third fucking flower, right? So right in the peak of winter, heading back just before back to spring, you know, and he'll pull a third one. And I know that Uncle Trip has said only the Blue Dream has lasted that third one without bananaing, you know. The cookies sort of banana towards the end, the fucking Gorilla Glues banana. I mean, it's obviously he's got not legit genetics like you guys, you know, they're just a F1 of something, if that, but yeah.
So Kush
yeah.
Master,
I'm
it
actually
was,
gonna try that 3 harvests in 1 harvest season here in Thailand coming up.
You
that
probably
was the
do
same
gonna
plant,
be
four.
right,
the-
Kush Master? That was the same
What's that,
plant.
Major?
That was the same plant. You got 3 harvests off. You're saying like re-veg
Yes.
somehow, or
Yeah. So Uncle Trip was running like Blue Dream, Gorilla Glue, no, not Master Kush, Girl Scout cookies, and I think that's all he ran. So the GG4 was an 8-weeker, the Blue Dream was a 9-weeker, and the cookies was a 10. So he'd harvest the natural change in the thingo, the outdoor cycle. He'd pull off the, all the 3 genetics, the 10-weekers, get harvest, put the second one. But yeah, and of course I'll be vegging indoors. And then the third one, even the second one, man, the Gorilla Glue, he said some of them bananaed, some of them just couldn't really handle the mild nighttime changes. But yeah, I mean, there are some, and I would have figured the Blue Dream probably handled it best because it's like a, like a super silver haze times fucking blueberry, and like one's really indica dominant from the blueberry, and the super silver haze is a real equatorial long flowering. I mean, originally. So sorry, man, I'm talking too much shit. I'm taking over. Sorry, go boys.
Oh, not at all. But now I have a question. So you're like by the equator, right? So like in South America by the equator, that's like in Peru and Colombia or different countries. They have like from phenomenal growth. Plants grow huge because they're so close to the equator and the sun cycles they get. So is that the same for you? Being on the equator or right next to it?
Yeah, and just the general light intensity here, bud, because I don't know if you know, like Australia has a big problem with skin cancer, and it's because of I can't remember when, maybe it was the 70s or something, when the French were doing fucking nuclear testing and shit just below, like south of Australia. So it's totally fucked all our fucking ozone on top of, like, we've got the harshest UV fucking thing. Like, I think 1 out of every 3 people in Australia have skin cancer. It's like all my friends have had like 20, melanomas cut and shit. I've never had one, thank God. But yeah, like when I'm outside working, in the garden or cutting the grass or whatever, I'm always wearing long sleeve everything with a fucking bush hat bullshit, to cover me. So
but that area is more desert like than like South America's area by the
man.
equator.
The more I'm in Queensland, so the more northern up you get to Queensland, it's just more luscious tropical rainforest. It's almost like the fucking Amazon when you get up the top. Yeah, but when you get down, that's where it gets more
desert.
It's the when you start getting to the center of Australia is where it's just all red dirt, fucking dirt roads for 4,000 kilometers, which is like, I don't know, 22,000 miles. Where Ayers Rock is, you've
I
heard of
just
Ayers
know
Rock?
Australia from TV, so a lot of what I know is that the
You heard
bush
of
or
Ayers
the
Rock?
open.
Yeah. Ayers Rock, the big rock in the center. Yeah. All around there. Just dry. No one lives there. You got to drive 8 hours to the closest petrol station. You got to carry fucking, I don't know, 100 fucking liters of petrol.
Last year or so. They were gold prospecting over there, and pretty rough conditions compared to other places in the world. But they get gold there, lots of it.
I heard there's a train ride that is beautiful up along that way and through Queensland.
Right. From where? From the south of Australia or
From the south, yes.
Yeah, I've only been from like Brisbane up to Townsville, but that was nice. That's like the south to the north of Queensland. But yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, definitely.
It's 93 degrees right now outside.
All right.
That ain't no
It
joke.
was 120 at its highest.
Mm.
It's just so fucking dry.
Hey, Major, when did you get a medical program in Canada, my man?
Oh shit! It's been forever for me, man. I don't even know.
All right. More than
Yeah,
10
you
years ago?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, man. And we don't really go by that anymore, anyways.
Yeah.
that program has changed. I forgot the name of that program. Fucking just slipped in my brain. But yeah, they're trying to eliminate all that home grow shit. A lot of times I get these random, get a 500 plant license and all these weird advertisements. I'm very curious on how that works. Or grow 99 plants for this amount. It's like, I'm curious to see if this is just a scam or a legitimate license. I haven't looked into it. I don't do this licenses anymore, man. Still off, doing that stuff you shouldn't be doing type of shit.
Yeah.
Almost time to grow up though. Giving that shit up soon, I think. All this running around and I don't know. You've been in the game so long, you get tired of the game and you want to switch it up, man. Even got a legitimate job now.
Yeah, I feel you.
See, I think the opposite, because in the game so long that I would never be able to like follow. No, I'm stuck in
With
it
that
till
being
the
said,
end.
Major, I think fucking legal cannabis would bore you.
Yep.
Even if I've had opportunities and I've turned them down to be in work or whatever in some commercial thing, and like I know myself, I would still look for every loophole, and that would be my way I am, and yeah, it wouldn't work out good because that's I'm not a
hoping
rule follower.
for the whole nursery thing to open up. See what kind of opportunities come that way for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't want to grow it. Fuck no. Definitely not.
Captain, can you just fucking import seeds to Thailand?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Because they're treating it, well, I brought them in, had no problem, and I had a pretty big size pack of seeds.
Holy shit. Oh, because it's under 0.3%, 0.03%.
Yeah,
THC.
so their souvenirs are hemp seeds, if anything. And when I import them in, I put them down as wildflower seeds because they are wildflowers in certain parts of the country, wherever they come from, or the world, I should say.
Right.
So I just put down wildflower seeds, but it's in boxes with a whole bunch of other stuff, mail, a couple cartons of cigarettes, even shaving cream, believe it or not, because a small travel size in like the United States costs literally $5 here. So imagine what a big can would cost. One box has got maple syrup in it because I don't feel like paying like $30 for a bottle of maple syrup. And my friend makes like the best maple syrup I've had in decades.
So what, your luggage bill was higher than your flight?
No. I actually got it all in, and we were under, except for one bag was a half kilo over. They let it go. But I had to do some repacking to take it out of my carry-on, because my carry-on in Thailand, I actually had to cargo ship one of my pieces of luggage and overstuff it to be able to meet their requirements of one piece of luggage and one carry-on. But I had to cargo ship it, and I actually had to spend an extra 7 hours at the airport because of that.
Damn.
And how long will that take to catch up to you?
No, it was on my plane. It was the cargo company was the same as my airline. So it was actually put right on with my luggage. I got it 15 minutes after the plane landed. So everything worked out fine. And, you know, it cost me $33 to ship 62 kilos by air. If I
You
would
said you had
a
a case of Vermont syrup?
No. I have boxes that care packages, when they get shipped over, have things like maple syrup in it from Ohio.
I got it.
That my friend does. He also grows really good cannabis. He's Boogie Chunks on IG. You should follow him. Grows a bunch of Bob Hemphill stuff. Mean Jeans, everybody's.
Oh yeah, I was about to start an Instagram account. I might do it now.
I had to start one to join Eagle's show. Wow.
Oh really? You didn't just hit the Zoom link?
Well, that's how he sent it to me.
Oh, on the questionnaire form. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it is
started
Canada Day.
Gee.
Sorry, Captain, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that, because that's your Canada Day.
It is Canada Day. And
So is there a lot
get
of
it.
fireworks?
Happy Canada
tonight-
Day, Eagle. Happy Canada Day, Eagle.
Funny enough, we're probably at the same latitude. And yeah, we should give some fucking seeds away, and maybe something special for those Canadian motherfuckers.
How do I become a Canadian? If I watch enough Bret Hart, can I become a Canadian?
I think you just come on to start walking up north, buddy. Look at your compass, keep walking. You'll get here. And when you're here, I got a spot for you, kid. But you don't have to, it's a grow house, and you're going to have to grow. But yeah, let's get some seeds away. Let's see what we got in the tickle trunk. And yes, this has been
Go
out since
hillbilly.
October. I usually keep my seeds in the freezer though, but lazy this year. Freezers are fucking packed. What's your opinion on storing seeds? Long-term storage, people. Let's hear it.
Dark place. Cool.
Yep. So far, so good. But what's your definition of cool?
All right. Well, I mean, if I actually put effort into it, I don't know, but fucking so far, just lounge room cool in a dark place. And I'll move it. Well, the aircon's on, man. So.
Oh, there you go.
What's-
It's always good.
What's long-term storage?
Well,
50 plus years.
Remember,
5
this is a
decades.
guy. He came back from California with a condom up his ass. So don't talk to me about storage, bud. I think I fucking did the preservation kit. I was a preservation kit.
You added some extra microbes to that, man. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Biofilm, extra biofilm security.
before I
Guaranteed
came on,
germination.
man, I swore to myself I wasn't going to tell that story or the ball bag story, but I had to fucking tell my story, so I told it.
I'm gonna have to listen to your interview for sure.
Oh God, yeah.
At least you weren't trying to use it for a seed cracker.
Oh shit. Fuck, everyone's got this name on fucking Instagram. There's no more Kush Masters anywhere. I'm gonna have to be
How
like
about
Eagle,
go
Eagle
with the
Garden
real
One.
Kush Master? Try the real Kush Master. Try that one. The real
All right,
Kush Master.
That's too
The
much
AU
bullshit,
Kush
isn't it?
Master.
Oh, what the? My dog's taking a piss in front of me. Oh,
You know what? We'll just go with a multi-pack here. Boom. Let's go and pick a handful. And these are all just mystery crosses, right? All good weeds though. That's the Kelly. That's let me come on, brain. Wedding cake and Gorilla Glue, crossed with mystery. Mikey's blue cheese, crossed with sour strawberry, crossed with mystery. 2.0. No, RO, Rogue One. That's Beautiful Loser, Granddaddy Purple, Blueberry Muffin 4. That's JC, Jesus Christ. That's the Kelly 2. Was that other one Kelly 1? Who knows? Brand B-Wine 17, Pine, crossed with mystery. B-Wine 8, crossed with mystery. Bubba Kush, crossed with Black Gelato, crossed with number 1 and 2. A1 structure. OG Deluxe 7, crossed with mystery. So whatever that package is, I'll send that out. Nope, well, ain't no autos, man. There's what did I use there?
no autos.
That was close to the males. I always keep some.
It's mystery though, so it could be an auto.
There was no male autos in my area, I assure you. But it could be a hot rod male. It could be an alien OG male. It could be a Holy Grail Kush male. It could be a Godfruit male.
Not a lowrider, right?
Blue Line Pie male. And it could be a mix of all those too. That's the luxurious of having that little crop I always put. You know, all those old clones that don't get, the clones that didn't make the cut to go in the wilderness will be put by that stud location, right? I can always have a location where I keep all my males. And I'll just generally put them over there and they'll be just a mystery cross. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. That's just I'll know the female, but I won't know the male. And then that will test my ability to be like, oh, no, I know that motherfucker. That's that hot rod. I came from that hot rod side. I can see that lanky motherfucker in that particular seed.
I like to do that. My dog's gonna start barking. Oh, there we go.
Well, yeah, let's run that number. Pick a number, Greenfingers.
He can't hear you. The dogs are talking. Meow flower. You want to pick out that number? Meow.
So I can't get into it. It's not open to the world, no.
Not if you put it in the Zoom chat, they can't see it.
That's a 12-pack. Big 12-pack. Canada today.
Oh.
Hopefully a Canadian winner. Come on, 710. This is you, man.
Yeah, it's in there.
All right.
I haven't sent you that OZ yet. This This would be an easy shipping. This would save me on shipping, man. That $1.50.
What the? The dollar
Run and gun.
is cheap. That's cheap.
Ten
I was
minutes
actually
old, times are
somebody
good,
the
Jesus.
other day said Kazoo was using that to ship inside the states, and I thought, man, that's kind of fucking a good idea because you know, if you that same envelope for you to go to the post office today and either send it first class or just kind of have them waited out. I think for first class 420, if you have them waited out on average, it's like 350. You throw a fucking international stamp on it, you're down to $1.25.
Yeah, I think the restriction's
You
up
know
to
what I
like
mean?
50,
I think
50
you might
grams.
have to put 1 or 2 on them.
Still cheaper.
Yeah.
Still cheaper. All right. You guys, we got 0 to 300. I got to bring up my chat. I don't even have chat. It's fucking storming here, man. I could hear it outside, and then I lost my internet a minute ago. So I got to bring my chat back up.
It's 7:10. I haven't sent out your package yet, buddy. I've been fucking too busy this week, man. I'll send it out this coming week, though. In fact, I can send it out today, dude. I got today off. It's Canada Day. So, of course, it's not going to get to you. The post office is closed. So, fuck. I had to wait for Monday. And 7:10. Oh, Ned, I did send you that Alien OG, brother. There was like a 6-pack of seeds in there. Got you. I know you wanted that Alien OG.
Who won?
I'm fucking whooped from the last few days. All right.
Oh, shit, Eagle. Yeah, man. Tripping, eh?
Yeah, I was. Well, let's get this going. You guys got a minute and a half to fucking that phone's fucking dead. Jesus, it's work. You guys got a minute and a half to get you guys guess in. One guess only. To get your lucky number in there. You have until that you between start and stop only. Nothing before or after counts. Good luck.
So, come on now. How was that trip for you?
He muted. Come on.
So I fucking I kind of like I was leading to Buddy there. If I was allegedly tripping, fucking I took well, it was like a heavy halfer, you know, and it was like midday, and fucking I went and I did some part of it was about 30 minutes, and then I went back to the truck and started that video, and as I started walking around, it kind of fucking set in pretty good. You know what I mean? Between it coming full force and realizing I was filming a bunch of people fucking having fun, I kind of was like, yeah, I'm done with this. So I wander back into the parking lot or make my rounds through the vendors and stuff. You guys got 17 seconds. I never even sorry guys, I gotta fucking start the clock over again. I never put start in chat, just started talking. Yeah, you guys got a minute and a half. And so I started fucking wandering around talking to the vendors and shit. And I end up back in my car so I can grab some more joints and sit there and smoke and fucking. And a couple cars down, I noticed fucking this sweet couple are locked out of their car, which I guess is kind of funny story. I see this gentleman kind of goes over there and starts giving them a hand, and he's reassuring them, don't worry. They were smart enough to leave the windows down somewhat. And he's over there trying to help, and fucking no luck. They actually had the keys locked in the trunk. So I watched for a minute, and then I decided I'm gonna go over and help. I'm like, because I had my truck with me, full toolboxes all loaded down with tools and shit. I'm like, man, I might be able to help you. So I started, trying to suggest some stuff to this gentleman. Maybe try this or that, and we got talking, and I end up, I'm like, well, let me see this. Let me see if I can hit, this door lock over here. And as I'm trying to get in the car, he notices that I've got on my Mendo Dope glasses. And he says, I know who they are. I know who Mendo Dope is. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, they're friends of mine. And he's like, oh, yeah? Who are you? And I says, I'm Eagle. He says, I know who the fuck you are. I thought that's cool as fuck. So we had a couple weed nerds trying to get into this couple's car. And I did succeed. I ended up getting them back into their vehicle, and which was, awesome, so they could finish enjoying their time. But meanwhile, in the moment of, tripping, and I thought I had seen the top half of the hill, if you will, during that moment. You know what I mean? I was focused, I was zoned, you know what I mean? The sun kind of got to me, and I thought, damn it. In the mix of, helping, I think I missed the top of the mountain there. So, and at this time, Mr. Martial Artist was running a little bit late. And I'm like, fuck, man, I may just be wandering around by my lonesome today. So I decide, well, if I'm gonna be by myself, I'm going in deep. So I decide to go with the full on top of the halfer that I had already indulged on.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty bad when you hear Buddy yell out, holy shit. So yeah,
Hey,
midway, I
Greenfingers
was
is listening.
100%.
Pay attention.
I was 100% fucking tripping balls to where I, sitting on the back of the hill, was fucking lost in myself for a minute, music playing. Oh yeah, I did a little soul searching in the back of the, I was sitting on the back of the hill, rocking out. Yeah, at one point when the water incident there, when I talk about going into that bathroom, I was fucking super in deep, tripping balls. When I decided I'm not in hell, I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. This is not happening. I'm fucking out of here. Tripping balls. I had lost my shoes at one point. I was like, fuck these flip-flops. I'm walking around barefoot. I even told martial artists, you know what I need right now? Because I had a little bit of the irregular fucking heartbeat. You know what I mean? I need to put my feet in the dirt, brother. I need to get my feet in the dirt. And oddly enough, getting my feet in the dirt did calm. You know what I mean? Sitting in the grass, putting my feet in the dirt did calm me some. But yeah, at one point I was definitely pretty heavy for sure. For sure.
Yeah, well, we've had this batch for about a year, and I might have taken it a dozen times. Half. Perfect every time. Half. One time, a couple shows ago, I took a hole, and I was like, holy fuck, man. Yeah, I went deep that night just with a hole. So now a half and a hole. Because I think somewhere in this, I typed something along the line, half. I did give you a recommendation.
Fair
And-
enough. You did. You did.
Greenfingers,
You,
you'll have fun on a half. You have nothing to prove. Fucking, but maybe a whole, but don't. Yeah, half is good. You'll be fine, and then you can take another half another day, and another half another day. It's
Okay.
good and clean, and yeah, and it's fine if you take it all at once. Fuck it, if you're ready.
I've done. I
Doing
have done
what
it.
Eagle did and take a
I started
half
when I was really young.
and like
really
6
young.
hours in to the show, take the other half at a music festival.
well, I can tell you this: after the police experience, buddy, at the end of the show with the sirens and shit pushing us out, I was allegedly still a little deep, and that ride home was entertaining. A little.
I've had all.
I could never. The sirens literally nothing left my head. I heard that police siren all the fucking
Oh,
way
yeah,
home.
they know
Going
how
through
to
the
roll
country
good
roads,
time.
black. There's absolutely nothing behind me. Totally darkness out here. Woo, 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 woo. I look at my rearview mirror. I'm like, God damn, this shit's stuck in my head. Yeah, it was a good night, dude. All in all,
That's
it was a good
awesome,
night.
buddy. That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That sun did kick my ass though, midway, man. I was parched there. When I went for that, when tried to find the water, I definitely needed the water. Marshall even was like, yeah, you look like you were pretty deep there for a little while. I was like, yeah, I was.
Now, did you run into some other weed tubers? Skillbo and Red, did you ever see him there?
I looked for Skill Bowl and Red, and I scoured that parking lot quite a few times. Well, I even went like deep in the parking lot at one point, and I never ran into him. Well, I did run into it, and I can't remember his name right now. A cool ass cat that I had run into at Mendo in the Met, and when I ran into him at Mendo in the Met, he was like, it was my first time meeting him, and he would like reoccur, like every time I'd like turn around, we'd like go walk around, and I'd like wander back into this group, and I'd like pass a joint, and he'd be there, and I'd be like, hey, holy shit, man, how you doing, man? I'm like, you know what I mean, the whole time. And I ended up running into him there, and he was just as mysterious after the concert when I ran into him, because we'd run into him at like one end of the vendor, and then like midway through we'd walk into him. You know what I mean? Me and Marshall would look at each other and be like, didn't we just leave him back there? How the fuck did he get in front of us? You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, it was a little trippy, but yeah. So just
And
Marshall,
Marshall,
and
Marshall,
two
what
gentlemen.
was? Did he get high too?
And the other gentleman that helped me get into the car, which again, excuse me for not remembering your name, but he was, I know his real name. He introduced himself by his real name. I don't remember getting his YouTube handle when meeting him through the car there. But yeah,
Hey,
those few
Major, is the auction? I mean, the seeds only Canada, or is it all U.S. and Canada?
Oh, US, yeah, for sure.
Oh, because in the chat they're having a little misunderstanding.
No, it's for, yeah, I'll send it almost anywhere, man.
Okay, so the chat should hear that in a few seconds.
Thank you for throwing out that fucking winning number there, Be All Flower. I seen him like go and saying something in chat, and I'm like, oh yeah, we never did really announce the winning number.
188. Was it 188?
Yeah, it Drewzilla.
Hit me up on IG.
Hit him up on IG.
Garden of the Major.
And
Garden of the
Auto
Major.
Auto
to
General Major.
communicate the chat, some people didn't actually put in a number because they assumed that this auction was Canada only from the
I know,
beginning.
I saw that. Did you
Oh,
see that?
fuck.
So
I saw those lames not guessing.
Go again. Go again. There's more.
Yeah,
back.
I
Go
got
again.
another fucking 12 pack.
Go
Hold
again.
on. Let's do it again.
that's what I thought. That's what I
Oh.
thought.
Open
Like,
it
how
up to
many
the whole
people-
world this time and don't be silly. We live
Open
on
up
one
to the
planet.
whole world.
Open up to the world. Come on,
This one's
fuck, we don't get
international.
done.
International then. This was
You still
international.
have to go to the post office, remember. All the fucking same.
All the same.
International, I'll be fucking making. What you
We'll
got
get
there?
her, man. This is
They're
a
worldwide.
Sour Kush 11. OGKZ1. There's that Mikey's Blue Cheese again. There's a Holy Grail Kush called Blue Lime Pie. Early looks A1. Very little leaf. Holy Grail Kush called Blue Lime Pie. OG Deluxe 16 called Mystery. Sour Kush 21 called OG Deluxe. OG Deluxe 3 called Mystery. Brandy Wine 18 called Mystery. ER. 11 Roses. 11 Roses 2 called Mystery. 11 Roses 4 called Mystery. Woo! And like I said, the dads, they're all, the only new one really is the Hot Rod.
They
Well,
get to pick
I'd
one
pick-
of those.
I think I
I'd
kept the
pick
Sour
one
Kush
of the
dad too.
ones that you put personal notes on there regarding like easy to trim or leaf
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, usually
'Cause
those
that
ones I
meant you
keep for
paid
sure,
more
yeah.
attention to those ones.
Yeah,
than
usually
the
those
other
special notes are usually like, oh yeah, that's probably a good pack. That is Holy Grail
Right.
Kush V2, which is probably crossed with Kosher Kush. It was
Oh,
Holy
damn.
Grail Kush, which is Jesus, what is that? Holy Grail Kush is the OG Deluxe number 18 crossed with the Kosher. And then I was lucky enough that I ran through a couple packs of the Koshers. Got a brilliant stud. And I crossed that with everything. And that's what that V2 of the Holy Grail Kush is. And that's crossed with the Blue Line Pie. And the Blue Line Pie, well, fuck, that's from Sin City Seeds. And, you know, Smiling Me, love that one. And same with Breeder Steve. It won the whole, you know, that whole shit that he went through. Blue Line Pie won his selection of that million whatever seed shit he did.
All right.
So yeah, I love the Blue Line Pie.
Cheers to Grokoski there.
a million.
I put a
Can't
number
even
in chat
comprehend
there.
that.
All right, you guys know the deal. 1 minute only. One guess. Or I'm sorry. Must be tired. You guys have a minute and a half. One guess only. Please, unless you have seen your guess has already been taken. Multiple guesses will get you disqualified. Between 0 and 300. Good luck.
Lucky 11 pack.
Wacky 11 pack.
All the best.
And I'll just give you the envelopes. I'm not going to take them out of the fucking. I don't even know how many seeds. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever's in the envelope, that's what you guys are going to get. So there's, I don't know. We'll pick a random seed pack here and see how much is the averages, I guess, right? Let's see. Oh, OG Deluxe number 3. Oh, I love the OG Deluxe number 3. That's a good fucking. That's a good mama there. Check that
Well.
one. Oh, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds. 5 beautiful seeds. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. There they have 6 packs.
4 seeds.
6. And 4 pack. Oh, this is Sour Kush. That's from my boy. What's his name? That guy always like Hyrule Genetics, man, from Empire. Just a random seed. Just a random breeder I picked, and I buy all this stuff now. That's Gary I bought. It's from him. The Gary cross with Gary Cake. I love all his work. And the OG, that Sour Kush is beautiful, man. Beautiful shit. Oh shit! Only a 2-pack on that one. Either way,
Limited.
It's the style.
11, say times 4, 44 seeds, approximately. Some of these might have way more. I have no idea. But that's international. I'll ship it out. Probably as with a bunch of beads. Canadian beads coming your way.
The winning number was 99. 99. So who got closest to 99?
Nope. The quiet one hit it on the button.
Did he?
Yeah,
Nice.
way up at the beginning. He was like the
Congrats.
fifth.
Hey, dude.
Where is he at? Let's ask where he's at.
Where you were.
Doesn't matter. It's worldwide.
Well, if he's
Oh,
in
what,
Canada,
man?
if he's in Canada, I can just send him a little something, something.
Oh shit!
You know what
get
I'm
an
saying?
extra
Well,
Yeah,
you should
is he
know
in
that
Canada?
by the
prize.
address.
A little extra
I'm
prize.
sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
You see a Canada address, you know you can add some Canada extra. Okay, say it, buddy. Oh,
It's a good deal they got over there.
Hit me up, Gardner the Major, on IG. The quick one.
I'm not sure. The quiet one's a newer.
Oh, the quiet
newer
one, not the
name
quick
to
one.
check.
Quiet.
Is it
Okay.
quick?
Is it quick or quiet?
I've been saying the quiet one. Yeah, it's a quiet one.
Okay.
Calgary.
He's up in
Alberta.
Calgary.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, Canada.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
Canada.
bonus.
Home.
Damn.
Get a little bonus, bud.
Well, I'm going to take this time since it's not raining to try to get out to my landlady's house. Kush Master, welcome to the club. Eagle,
Thank you, sir.
thanks for having another wonderful night and another great episode. Major, thanks again for giving more beans away. Mew Flower, great seeing you over there in Ireland. And Robert, cheers. Did I forget anybody?
Forgot me, but I'll talk to you
Koski.
Buddy.
And I was saving Buddy Kilowatt there for a little bit later. Peace, brother.
I'll see
Everybody
you,
in
buddy.
chat, have a good one.
Here, Captain.
Night, Captain. I'm always about fucking 4 seconds too late when I'm unmuting and shit.
No.
And even funnier, I just wrote fucking Captain 420 in my fucking phone as a fucking password. As a
What did that acid do to you, man?
Slow release.
Nothing.
Hey, you said someone helped you to your car? Your vehicle?
Oh, no.
After
No,
how-
I was
you found
good,
it?
no. Oh, I found it.
Oh wow, that's
I-
cool, man. Amazing skill. So you weren't trash then. You're just tripping good. Good visuals.
I'm pretty mentally strong. Yeah. Yeah. By then I was past the visuals for sure.
Well, sometimes you gotta like sit down and feel like you can't move and sweat it out a bit and trip heavy.
I sweated it out about midway through the concert on the back of the hill.
Oh, okay.
talking some deep shit with Marshall.
Well, do
I
you
can't imagine
remember?
what the people.
Do you remember
ahead,
when they were
buddy.
playing Uncle John's band? Do you remember like that song at all? Like that was the song before
Yeah.
the drum solo.
Yeah, I was standing right up close to the stage at that point,
Well,
rocking it
alright.
out.
And you realize,
Yeah.
okay, so the one drummer, Billy Kreitzman, he's pulled the muscle a few shows ago. So then he didn't play at the beginning. Jay Lane was a younger guy, played the first part of the show, and then at the drum solo, Billy felt good enough, I guess, or yeah, and he played the end of the show. So the drummers changed like at the drum solo.
Nice. I did like the drums. The drums were very soothing.
Well,
Buddy,
I always
Buddy did-
think that I'm not even a percussionist, but it would be pretty cool to have such a setup of drums at your house and you could just beat the shit out of them whenever you felt like it.
Buddy, did you ever come on any of the European tours for the Dead?
No, I made it to Jamaica, but I never had a passport back then, and so I never got it together to go in '81 and in the '90s.
I got
Yeah, I
to see
missed
them in
those
the
tours.
I got to see them in
Yeah.
Wembley in the 90s.
Yeah, those were
90, I
epic
think it was
tours.
90. I think it was 90. I got to see them.
You know,
in
they
Wembley.
had a long relation. I mean, they first went over to Europe in '72, and well, there's a broadcast that has multiple seasons called Deadcast. It's on the YouTube, and in this recent one, it was going back over the Europe '72 tour, which a band of deadhead hippies that were like family that were from America, from the Haight Ashbury, that went on this Europe tour. When the tour was over, they then went on to the hippie trail, you know, through Afghanistan, down through India, and
I know there's a few of them that stayed on and married one or two Irish guys and English lads that I
yeah,
know.
but like none of the, you know, all this isn't like necessarily about cannabis, but those deadheads at that time in the '72, and even the Dead's first time to Amsterdam and the times they went back there, but deadheads were like some of the first hippies. They were deadhead hippies that went over to Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. It was like this hitchhiking, or, you know, a trip that people did. Like, you know, this was before the wars, so it was a free country. But yeah, a lot of deadheads, not a lot, handful.
Yeah.
And some of that is where the initial seeds, and the first time that people started bringing seeds back from over there, you know, and that was as early as '72.
Yeah, so there's like one of the biggest horse fairs in the world is very close to where I live. So like on that journey that they done in the '70s, they ended up at the horse fair, and they set up like all Bedouin tents and all that, and had like, say, the first live free festival, hippie festival in Ireland, like where you could like they were dosing people in acid.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is
Well, that's all part of this story
little
too.
country fair. You can in the arsehole of nowhere, but it's the biggest horse fair in the world that they come from all over the world, and it's like the hippies turned up there with teepees, everything. About '76 it was, maybe '78, and it was like it changed everything here, changed everything. Okay, so that's where my introduction, and I got brought by my dad. So my dad is kind of a little bit to blame on, because I got to hang with the hippie kids and we got to smoke hash for the first time. That's the little, you know. So yeah, it's a kind of a, you know, it's not that big of a world when I know two of the people that settled off that troop that went to Afghanistan actually live in the same town as me, which is, and they've, reared their kids and settled there. Very influential business people in the health food market, I'd say. That's all I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful that the dead scene had a huge impact in Ireland. Like everywhere it stopped, it's Tibetan. It's a Tibetan troop is the name of it. I get the actual name.
Well,
and
don't
they all
forget
had all
that
the same buses, all painted this beautiful, maybe 5 or
right out
6
of the
different types of
60s,
green.
there was
Yeah.
more than like when the Grateful Dead came to town. They also brought the Merry Pranksters, the Family Dog, Owsley. Like there were like sects inside underneath. What
Yeah,
was the Dead family at that time was
they're called the
actually the
Wallies
Merry
over there.
Pranksters.
Yeah, they're
And
called the
their
Wallies.
whole purpose was to like give as much acid out as humanly possible from the 60s on. Like
Yeah,
that was their whole gig. And all this is documented now that it's so many years later.
it's
Like
even
in these broadcasts, these are the stories that are now being told of well, the Owsley himself made enough acid to dose the whole world multiple times. Like that's like part of like he always downplayed. Oh, he said he only made 500,000 hits, Orange Sunshine or whatever. No, like the truth was he made so much that there's probably still some of it around.
we hope.
Yeah. No, but even in the history of the dead, when by the time they got to Europe, there was already a psychedelic group there, like in London and
Here
in
and
some of
now.
these towns, like that. Because like by the time the dead got there, that was 72. Haight Ashbury and Summer of Love happened 67 and stuff. So that had already spread. So like they were finally getting there, but the community of the psychedelic, hippie, whatever you want to call it, it was already developed.
Yeah, the first Stonehenge festival was 1972. Like the first kind of free, yeah. And them people, yeah, they still live around me. It's a crazy little thing that 3 people that started that free festival scene, one of the girls lives here and the other guy, Martin, lives in Holland. And we were all at a wedding maybe a couple of weeks ago and they had like the video footage they have from back there and all this, the camera.
Well, I know what you're talking about because I've heard that they're like trying to make
he's actually
a
doing it.
rebroadcast, and they put because at this point, well, we got audio, we have high-tech audio, but we don't have very much photography, like video and stuff. Like what is in the vault is out. There's not like, oh, hey, we found some other shows. No. And so now they're like have technology where they can piece together stuff from like the 60s and early 70s and make it like they did with that Beetle footage. Like, yeah, they made that stuff look like so clear and so great by modern technology. They can do that
Did you see
now.
Paul McCartney on a Saturday or on Saturday night at Glastonbury? They actually had John Lennon turn up in one of the songs and play like if
Virtual.
it was live. Yeah, like coming in on all it was amazing the way they had it mixed.
Yeah, well, that like the first time I wasn't there, but the first time that was used was at the Coachella with Tupac, which was going on a good amount of years ago.
Yeah.
But that technology's come to a point if they have footage that can be converted into the digital software that they use for that stuff, yeah, they can. Things like that are gonna be more realistic than ever.
Yeah, they do it on the side of a building all the time in New York somewhere. That's look up Project Bluebeam. and you'll see some cool ass 3D shit just happen out of nowhere. It's pretty cool. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, it's sort of like, yeah, I don't know. That seems pretty weird, like a computer animated, something that looks so much like the person. I don't, that's yeah.
It's mind blowing. Some of the shit they do. They can make it look like aliens are coming back, or aliens are coming to get us if they wanted. They could trick everybody.
Well, really what's changed concert lighting, and like the band Fish spends a lot of money. Like their sound light guy is like a sixth member of the band. They call him BK or CK, or forget his name, but they give him unlimited budget. And LED lights has like made for like the most incredible things that you can do with stage lighting between screens and video footage and graphic footage and lights, and it's all just yeah, it's pretty amazing the staging that can be done when they want to spend money on it.
Koski just can't get in. He's tried to come in about 4 or 5 times now. Let's see if he makes it in this round.
Oh, wasn't he just right there?
I think he's having audio problems. Now he's having Greenfingers. There's 2 of them in there.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, you do that a lot. See, I always joke around and say you had to back up and run through the door.
Yeah, it tells me it tells me on there like that I've been kicked out, but like I haven't been even joined. I'm like, how have I been kicked out? I'm gonna join again and again and again and again and again. So I joined like 3 times.
Yeah. I don't know. I keep letting him in. I keep letting you in, grow Koski.
Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
My first little bit of 9-pound hammer in about 3 months.
How is it?
It's delicious. I know I shouldn't be smoking the first thing in the morning, but fuck it.
You should be. You should be smoking.
I laugh
I'm
when
gonna
you let
enjoy
that
it.
thing.
You know what
You
the fresh
started
stuff
it.
is?
Oh,
Just it's like Ribena. It's blackcurrants. Just
Wow.
burst it in my mouth. That's all I can say.
Jesus.
Mm. Mm.
Beautiful. Soil
It's,
grown?
9-pound
Neil?
hammer cross with albino rhino, which is white rhino, whatever you want, white widow.
Yeah. Beautiful. Right.
All decent kind of golf bally.
nice.
Yeah. Oh man, good work. Gonna have some work ahead of you there, huh? Gonna be trimming.
Just a little, keep me busy for a little while.
Yeah.
Definitely entertain me by the time I get to the bottom of this. I'd be lost in a little 9-pound hammer just trim bin for a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So I'll be smoking some bit of hash off that tonight. So that'll be my keep my pipe happy.
Yeah. You ever make any medibles with the trim, the hash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Nice work.
There's 3 different types of chocolate there, all Belgium.
The only problem with that is you want bloody more. The only problem with that is you want more. So you're just going to get more and more hammered. Not gonna
More and
stop.
more and more. Yeah.
I say you make one medical one and then you make a bunch of fake medical ones so you could trick yourself into seeing if it really works the placebo way, you know? Like that's what I used to do. I'd make like 3 really strong ones, 1 weak one, and then 1 with nothing, and mix them all up and then go at it and see how I felt at the end of it. But sometimes I'd get that one with nothing because there was one with nothing every time. And I still felt like I was high just because I didn't know if it was medicated or not. I was like, fuck.
Well, I
let's
can
see.
tell when it's medicated, man. It's easy how you can sleep, right? I wake up usually a little, like 90%, 90% of the time, I will wake up before my alarm. And if I take gummies, 90% of the time, my alarm wakes me up.
Oh no, I thought you meant when you poop, you could smell it when it comes out. That's the only way I used to tell if I was on medical. I'm like, was that one medicated? I'll tell in the morning. Like I'll know in the morning if that brownie was medicated.
It helps me sleep. It's heavy, large.
We used to have a
600
triple.
milligrams of penis envy. I got that present last night. So the weekend is going to be very interesting.
I was gifted some wonderful chocolates as well yesterday, meal flour.
Oh yeah,
Mushroom.
presents. Yeah, this is what I mean. If you give out, you get back. That's it. Make somebody happy. By the end of the day, you've smiled as well. The smile has come back, so yeah, it works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Robert, you're constantly getting presents sent to you, and you're living in the middle of the desert. And there's not even a ship port area.
There's like I have to wait for weeks at a time to get stuff, months. Like
You could live next to the post box.
it's so hard to ship anything out. So like if anybody, I'm still shipping shit out from like a long time ago. I'm like, fuck, I forgot the fucking address on there, huh? And she's like, yep. Well, like I gotta find it again, all that bullshit. And it takes another 2 hours for it to get to the post office. Like, fuck, 2 hours. So that usually happens a day, like 2 days. She'll pick up the stuff and then go deliver it, or pick it up and then like wait a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Like, fuck. Shut up, Goofy. Goofy's fucking funny.
Well, she'll be
those blind-
coming by soon, and you'll get the package.
I know I'm
Yeah.
smoking like on fucking monkey dust right now. I'm like, holy shit, man. It's like, fuck. That same day, she's like, your package came, and I was like, fuck. She's like, too bad I just came yesterday. That world would have brought it. I'm like, damn. You should have waited a day.
Dude, I sent that package at like 4:00 in the PM.
The next day.
And you told me you got it like at 11 a.m. the next
it was
morning.
Like, yeah, she told me that day. Like, it must have showed up 4 a.m. over here or some shit.
That was
First thing in the morning.
all
she
the
called me first thing.
connections were lined up.
She's like, yeah, here's the mail, and it was just sitting in there. They got like a little house that they put the mail in, like a little mail room, not a fucking post box or like, because people out there steal all that shit. So got lucky. She fucking found it just sitting there.
Will Koski finally make it?
He's muted. Hopefully.
Lukowski. Peace. Cheers.
Boston
Koski,
in the house.
Keep down the helicopter. Keep down. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
still got those
It's
blanket OG seeds, Greenfingers?
Yo,
Still
What
got
am
your
I-
blanket
Hold
OG seeds. You still got them?
hold on. I can't hear nothing. Hold on. I gotta turn my fan off.
Oh shit.
shit.
Must be some fan.
So,
I said you still got those blanket OG seeds?
yeah. The blanket buds
Yeah.
and bucket seeds and the carpet weed and the
Yeah.
tabletop seeds, all that
Nice.
shit.
Yeah, you're gonna hang on to them, right?
Yeah. Or give them away one day. Fuck, I just hit my knee so hard.
Mm.
Cheers, Grokowski.
Hey, cheers, guys. This fucking took
Oh, yeah.
forever to get on here. What the fuck happened? I have no idea.
Well, better late than never.
Fucking
Yeah,
blame
you know.
Russia. When in doubt,
Yeah,
blame Russia,
right?
man.
Fucking Putin. Piece of shit.
Good,
Anyways, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
bro. Fucking Putin.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? Fucking chilling out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you taking on there?
Smoking on some fucking black and blue haze by Flora
Nice.
Nuts. Shit is
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
phenomenal, man. Holy shit. Really good. Really good.
Uplifting, I take it, huh? From the hay side?
Yeah, yep. I ran it about just about 70 days, 68 days. Not
Yeah,
bad.
wow.
Not bad, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely floral, but like gassy, but like get that haze taste to it. Yeah, it's real nice.
Mm.
Delicious.
And sometimes people call the haze taste spicy. Some people call it like piffy, which is usually incense. So it's like a, what would you call that little thing that you got in yours?
I would say more. It's definitely not incense. It's more like a almost like a floral type of, just a piffy type of taste to it. It's real fucking good. Real good.
Right.
Definitely came out in that, but the Black Dog definitely came out in it also. It's real good. Blue Dream still there too. So all three combinations of flavors are just like, yeah,
Ah,
really nice.
Great.
Good job, Flora Nugs, motherfucker. Yeah, he did a good job on this. Good shit.
Mm.
Very excited about it.
I remember that Black Dog.
Yeah.
It's like I had a good berry grapey thing going on with it.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a berry taste to it, you know, like a floral berry fucking type of. Yeah, it's just it's an awkward kind of a flavor, but it's a palate tickler. You know,
Yeah.
you take a nice big fucking hit. It's like, wow.
And
Right.
you know what? Now that you mention it, usually the floral strains I can toke. It seems to be a little smoother, bigger, creamier smoke. You know, like.
Yep.
Yeah. For me, it takes a while to get to that floral stage to get used to it. Like maybe I don't know, day 2 you kind of like it. For a while there, it's really strong, too strong on that.
Yeah.
Grandma terps. That's some people refer to it as.
It's not even cured yet, actually. It's just it's about 8 days dried. It's nice.
Oh, there.
Yeah, it's
It might calm down a bit.
Yeah,
if it's a little
for
too
sure.
heavy. Yeah.
I took the rest of it down tonight, put it in a turkey bag, put it in a fucking bucket, a food grade bucket, and it's delicious. It really is. So I'm real happy with it. I mean, I wish it was a bigger yield, but next time around, if I'm gonna grow it, it's gonna be under the 500 watt, not 200 watt. So, but still dense ass nugs, beautiful fucking flavor. Burns very well, breaks up like velvet. So all in all, I would definitely give it about No, definitely give it about an A minus. You know, because I've grown a couple of the strains now that has Blue Dream in it. I love Blue Dream, but the
Yeah, I like
Black Dog times Blue Dream is fucking phenomenal.
Right.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
You like a good indica at night, or it's just the fucking sativas you like?
I love indicas, man.
All right.
I want that shit that puts me out, man. I sleep I usually sleep about 2 hours a night, and that's about it, man. Monday through
What?
Friday, that's it, man.
Yeah. You ever
Yeah.
tried edibles? Like
Oh,
serious
yeah.
dose?
Yep. I've
Yeah.
the most milligrams I've taken for an edible was 3,000 milligrams, and that fucked my whole weekend up. Like, really,
Yeah.
really, yeah. I was like, oh,
I
I was working at the grocery shop at the time, and it just like rolled up on me, and I went, wow, I have to go like wash my face. Fucking, what the hell? What the fuck just happened? I forgot I took it. I was like that high. I was like, holy shit. Called my buddy up. I was like, dude, can you come help me? No, I'm really high, man. I'm really high. He's like, what the fuck did you eat? I'm like, an RSO. Yeah. Capsule. Oh, I was done. I was
Yeah.
done. But yeah, this right here is nice it's nice uplifting, but at the same time it's like a super mellow body high. Like you ever get like that sandbagged feet type of feeling?
Yeah.
Like, ooh, like I'm pretty much planted into the ground. Like, oh shit. I love that.
That's how I feel at the
Yeah.
moment. And I'm only halfway down that first joint of 9 pound hammer. Fucking
That's all you made through, right?
yeah.
Awesome.
It's at my, the back of your eyes where it's.
Yeah. I just sparked this thing up right now. It took me fucking 40 minutes to get on in this thing. For some reason, it was like not responding. And then all of a sudden, it just popped up, and I was like, "Hey, I can actually hear people." Holy shit! But sorry, I let it. I'm sorry. I lit the blunt after this. I'm smoking it out of a backwood, and now I'm like, I only smoke one blunt a day, so I'm like, wow, man. Yeah, it's strong. It's very strong. It's really nice, but very
Right.
smooth and creamy, just like you were saying earlier. Yeah, fucking creamy. It's like tasty, yet uplifting, yet put you on your fucking ass. I like it.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just trimmed the rest of it tonight, and what a great yield for 200 watts and a 3x3. Even being as small as the plants were, I thought they were super dense. So what I got out of that was just shy of a pound.
Damn. Out of
Yeah.
200 watts.
Yeah. Yep. Just shy of a
Gee.
pound, man.
Yeah.
What was it? Fucking stacked on top of the buds, like
No,
short,
not it
short
wasn't even.
distance?
I've grown way bigger strains in this, and got most I've ever got out of a 200 watt strain out of the chilled X3 Mini was about a pound and a half. Out of the X3 500 watt commercial version, I've got 2.5 pounds. So
Damn. In a 3x3.
3x3's biggest I've got 1.5 pounds, but the 2.5 by 5 I've got 2.5 pounds.
Wow, that's good. That's impressive, man.
That's been running at 300, about 380 watts. So
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, just have your levels fucking right there. Temperatures, everything good, all automated, Inkbird controllers. You know what I mean?
And you grow intense, right? So you use a lot of that light.
Yeah.
Like, it's not wasted, man.
Nope, it's not wasted at all.
Yeah, that's the advantage of tents, man. Fucking tent power.
Yep, that's the advantage of tents for sure.
Yeah, I never even thought of it till I seen that micro guy. That guy who does all those tests.
Yeah, he does all the tests, 18 inches and 17 inches and shit.
Yeah, he put up those numbers, man. I want to say it was like 40% more light you fuckers got into the tents.
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
the open
it really
space.
depends on the tent too. You have to actually, I mean, I never really spent good money on tents, but I mean, I think 1,200 AED is pretty good, not bad. For the reflection wise and shit like that.
Yeah.
Definitely manageable for temperature and great. I have a PA meter. I just fucking put that thing right under there. Run about 1,100 PA. Boom, just fucking kills it. But the 3x3 is a 200 watt, and I've never been more impressed in my life, bro. Seriously. I'm like,
You
wow,
grow
this
with
thing's-
Growcraft, right?
Yeah, Growcraft. Everything in my room is Growcraft. It's all fucking chilled LED. X1s,
yeah.
X3s, X3 minis, X3 commercial versions.
Yeah. If I had, that would have been the best investment for sure. I wish I went with those guys too, probably.
Definitely spent the money, but I will say, with that, I think it's called Cecil, whatever it is. You can do like 4 payments of your first payment, then you get like 3 payments after that or whatever.
Yep.
It just made so much sense. I've
Well,
had
they're
these
the
lights
first-
for a year and a half.
They're the first company who actually went through the ROI with you, right? The return on investment. They showed you everything, how it will work out, and how you can double your space and pay for the lights and single run, and it justifies the
Single run. Yep, 100%. I mean, within like a couple runs out of this whole room with all the lights, I paid for all of it. So it's like, holy shit. So I just grew 2-foot tall plants in my 2.5 by 5 under the X3 commercial version, 500 watt one, at about 380 watts, and they were only like about 2-foot tall plants. And I swear to God to you guys, shit, I pulled just under 2 pounds of that. Not even kidding.
Yeah.
That's 2-foot tall fucking plants. I did incredible with that. I just harvested it all. I filled 2 fucking 3-gallon turkey bags. I was like, wow, holy Christ. I mean, wow. I was super impressed.
I think that's about the ideal penetration. You're not going to get much more than 20, 18 inches.
No. I think it was probably, if you do the math, it was probably about 2.5 grams per watt or some shit like that, right around there, 2.4.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is not bad.
it's real good.
But yeah, the 300 watt one was only 3 plants in 5-gallon containers. Or number 5, just to say, so about 3.8 gallon or some shit. And
Fucking the standard used to be just 1 gram.
dude, I was thoroughly impressed, because I was like, man, these plants, I wish they got bigger. And run before that, I did Papa OG, and I did great with that. I pulled over a pound 3, pound point 3, pretty much, almost a pound and a half, and that was fucking huge buds and beautiful buds. But that all strain dependent, whatever else. And I'm working a second job now, so I'm like super busy, where I'm like, I don't want to be neglectful, but I have plants outside right now. I have I have 4 plants outside that are 5 foot, maybe 5, 2 probably. 2 and I have 2 in 30-gallon pots, and the other 2 in 30-gallon pots, and they're fucking doing incredible. Fucking just getting it. But I'm also doing I'm feeding a lot of bacillus and shit like that. And I'm also feeding Athena on top of that, and Roots Organic. So it's like, all right, not bad.
So you're playing the both fields, they'd say?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I dwell in that a little bit too. I don't think it's so severe what they say, like, oh, you're going to kill all your microbes. It's like, motherfucker, you can't kill all the goddamn microbes.
No. So what I do is I'll wait 1 week, and I'll do a flush at the end of the week, right? Like say like every Friday, I come home from work, whatever else, I'll do 10 milliliters of cleanse, and I'll flush it straight through, so to run off about 10% runoff, and after that I re-inoculate with a bunch of different fucking with that. Actually, It's called Earth Juice Rainbow Mix Grow, and it's got like a lot of different bacilluses and fucking a lot of different microbes. And,
You got your fabric pots right on the ground though.
yeah, the 30-gallon pots. They're on top of. They're not in the ground, but it's the 30-gallon pots on top of pallets.
Right.
But yeah, they're smart pots.
You think you got a location where you could put one on the ground, like right on the soil or anything, or you just got it like pavement around you?
I live in a weird location where it's like if people were to go down the street that's across the street from my house, they'd be able to see it, and that would be the most amount of light. So I moved it out 10 feet away from my house, where it gets a lot of light still, like from like 9 o'clock in the morning until fucking dusk. Which before it was only getting 12:30 in the afternoon until dusk, and I was still getting 7-foot tall plants. So I'm like, I like this. So I just put tomato cages around them. You know what I mean? I tied them all up and stuff, and they're doing fucking phenomenal. Not bad. And the ones I have outside, they're what's it called apple fritter. I have two forbidden fruits, and I have one tiki rain. Yeah, not bad.
What's in that tiki rain, man? What did the madman make?
Oh shit! You're gonna ask me that.
Rainbow
shit.
belts? Does it have the belts in it?
Possibly. I'm not exactly sure. I'm terrible at fucking mixed
All that
strain
shit.
mixes. Yeah.
Right.
If anybody asks me, I'm like, yeah, yep, that too.
But you grew it out before. You grew it out?
No, this is the first time I'm actually growing it. So I had it indoors at first in a 5-foot tall tent, and it kept outgrowing it in a 1-gallon pot. So I was like, yo, this thing's gonna be huge. So I just kept like chopping it. I'm like, you know what? Time to go outside. And then I put it outside, and it's just like hit it with a bunch of microbes and stuff like the extreme garden mycos, and that shit just took off. It's just doing good now. Doing really good. So definitely grew about 1.5 feet in the last, like, I don't know, probably 5 days.
God damn.
Yeah, and still in veg, by the way. So it's like
Beast
wow.
mode. Yeah.
Fuck,
Doing
man.
some good shit. It's got a lot of bone meal in it and stuff like that, and fucking insect frass and a bunch of different shit. And I'm predominantly a salt grower inside. You know what I mean? And Athena.
Yeah.
I love Athena Pro line. Shit's awesome. Works incredible. But outside, I'm like roots organic. I'm putting this in there. I'm putting that in there. I'm putting that in there. Plus, I'm also feeding. I have it's called dechlorinator. Hooked to your hose, because my water over here smells like the YMCA pool. Tons of chlorine.
All right.
So I'm like, yep, put that shit on there, fucking wet it all the way through, and come back about 4 days later, and it's like, what's going on? So
Should get yourself
Right.
a garbage can, just fill it up, man. It'll dissipate over 24 hours. You can just get 48 hours, and you can probably use it.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless some of that weird chloramine shit or chloramine,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, that might be a little weird.
Fluorine and chloramines and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets all weird. And it smells like fucking yeah. But yeah, this stuff
Can
right
you collect
here.
rainwater?
Say again.
Can you collect rainwater from your roof? With like a gutter? Can you catch a gutter?
Yep.
And collect the rainwater?
Yep,
That'll
yep.
be your best bet, man.
Yeah, so off my
you
shed, I have a fucking chain that just goes down and just goes right down, galvanized chain. And just goes down.
Yeah, very cool, man. I like that look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently purchased that. I mean, it works awesome. So
Nice.
and I do all that shit, and I just fucking there we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whereabouts are you, Gracie? What area?
Say it one more time.
What area are you at? Where are you at?
Oh, I'm in Mass, bro. I'm right outside of Boston.
All right.
Yeah. Which is, trust me, it's a bitch to grow around here. Mother Nature's a fucking not a nice person. She is
Yeah.
evil. She's an evil bitch, bro. I'm telling you.
She can be season to season always, you know. Sometimes she's nice.
She's nice during the summertime until about August, September. You know, around right around that that time, and then it's like, oh, you want a nor'easter? You know, fucking sure. We'll throw fucking 50-mile-an-hour winds at you with sideways rain. Like no matter if you have it covered or not, it's like getting soaked. It's like, oh fuck. I hope you like bud rot. Bitch.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, huh?
You just gotta take it as it comes, eh?
Yeah, I skipped last year because I was like, you know what, I'll do 15 to 16 harvests inside. A lot of it was from South Bay Genetics from Florinugs, which I'm planning on doing. I'm about to start up my veg tent again. I just wanted to do it. I wanted to stop everything and do it nice, deep clean. You know, bleach everything, fucking wipe everything down, take the lights, wipe them all down, just have a UVC light want to put in there. You know, I mean, kill all kinds of whatever shitty things that are in there, and start from scratch pretty much. Because I'm gonna have I just harvested fucking probably about, oh man, I'd say between the two tents, a couple of pounds for sure. You know, about
Nice.
2.5 pounds. So that'll last me and my wife fucking forever. But
2 weeks. It lasts about 2 weeks, bud.
Yeah, it'll last me about fucking 2.5 months, man.
Keep her down.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
I smoke one blunt a day. With, she does the same thing. I'm working 80 hours a week, so it's like I want to really put forth the effort to grow something to its maximum capability. Yeah, not just like
Damn, dude,
yeah,
that's some
throw it in a
heavy
fucking
hours.
tent,
Those are
it's a
heavy
lot.
80
hours,
hours.
Yeah,
Fuck.
80 hours is a lot, man. I've been doing that for a
Man.
couple months now. I'm tired as a bitch. Not gonna lie to you.
Jesus. Unless
Yeah,
you're
you
a male
said-
prostitute, 80
You
hours
said
is
you would
too
sleep
many
for
hours.
2 hours only, brother.
Yeah. Well, I have a 4-year-old and a fucking 5-year-old right now, so it's like, thank
Jeez,
God
man.
that she just finished school like 2 days ago. It's like, thank God, because I can hey, send them up with some food and puzzles and whatever else they gotta want to play with, and I'm like, got an hour or two here, but like usually before I go to work, I work from 3 in the afternoon, and then I go to Amazon after that. After about 1 in the morning, I'll go to Amazon by 3, and I work till fucking 8 in the morning. So I'll work from 3 in the afternoon until 8 in the morning,
Damn, man.
like a few days a week, and then all weekend long. It's a good money. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind $1,500 a week. I like that. But it's I'm tired. Fucking tired, bro.
And you're still fucking killing it. Imagine if you had some rest.
Yeah, right. If I didn't have that fucking second job, I also would probably burn, or I'd be making growing a lot more fucking cannabis so I could sell. Or I'm saying, or should I say donate? You know what I mean?
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what, man, I don't want to run into problems like, I didn't defoliate at this day and I waited fucking 4 or 5 days, grew crazy, and then now all of a sudden I got fucking PM. That shit.
Yeah.
I just want to deep clean and fucking get on a good schedule, because I'm working overtime in my first job, and bitch.
You just cut out.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the balls, bro. Working all this time.
I was going to ask you about that UV light, man. That UVC light, dude. Be careful with that motherfucker. You probably know that, though, right?
Oh yeah. I made it a couple years ago. So what I do is, I was using it to go over the plants just because it was supposedly going to increase fucking terpenes and different things and blah blah blah. But you know what? You have to have a certain amount of time that you go over the plant in order for it to actually work correctly. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna use it for cleaning. So I'll bleach everything, and then I'll put this thing. I'll hang it. 15 minutes. You know, put it on. 30-watt light. I'll end up I'll leave the room because I don't like the smell of that shit. It smells like argon gas from like a welder. It's pretty
Oh,
nasty.
I think that's serious power there, man.
Yeah,
The
30.
UVC lights, that wavelength.
Yep.
It's to destroy your cells, man. I'm sure. There's
Yeah,
some
yeah,
crazy shit with that.
100%. Yeah, I really don't want to have like melanoma or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hang it. I fucking put it in 15 minutes. I come back, I shut it off. Come back and fucking dude. If that thing can kill MRSA, then what the fuck, man? I'm pretty sure it can kill PM or whatever else is
Yeah.
be in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They got in that fancy air sniper, right? They do sell those bottles, but usually it's contained, so you can't look at it, or
Yeah,
there's
don't
no
look at it.
There's no light escape from it, right? But it does kill everything, man.
Yep. I made mine out of a fucking like 6-inch ducting, and I turned mine to ether. I think it's E39 outlet, so it goes into like a regular house fucking bulb. And dude, it's powerful, bro. You don't want to look at this thing. You don't want to reflect it up. You don't want to be in your tents without having like sweatshirts on and like shit on you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You should probably just hook it up to like a shop light. You know how you can plug it into like a shop light?
Yeah.
At least it's reflected one way, and maybe you could use it that way.
Well, since I built it a year and a half ago, now they have 48 fucking inch versions of that. T5s, T12s or some. I forget what it is, but they have bigger ones. You can just like put up there. So with mine, I just fucking put it on there and was like, let's go.
UVC or UVB?
UVC.
UVC.
Yeah, that shit kills like
a 4-foot UVC bulb. They make a 4-foot UVC bulb.
Yeah, they make it for they actually attach to like the T5 units and shit.
Fuck, that's so dangerous, man. That's crazy.
So super dangerous, bro. Yeah, you don't.
That
really
big? That is intense, man. That's crazy. That's good for cleaning, though.
Yeah, but they're like 18 watts. Mine's 30 watts, bro. Mine's
okay.
like I just put mine out there, and it's like, yeah, let's go.
Right. It's probably still effective, like maybe within a 6-inch radius. It'd probably be, I don't know, man. We should look up some stats on this UVC shit. I'm sure it's crazy, man. It's like it's like basically like radiation. You don't want to be around that shit, man. It's serious.
No. That's why I closed the fucking tents off completely.
Right.
And I fucking put that in there for like 15 minutes, and I shut it off, and then I'll take it out. And then I can fucking but I also bleach things beforehand and whatever else. So.
Yeah, there you go. Make sure you have that dry out cycle too for that bleach, right? That's when it's really effective.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I wouldn't want to put that shit in there with. Yeah, you might be like, hey, I smell smoke. Oh shit.
I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Eagle, it's been great. Everyone else, have a good weekend. Happy Canada Day. Everything else.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, buddy.
I didn't even realize
Have
the
a
time.
good
I'm actually out of here myself, you guys. Much love, Eagle. Always great seeing you guys.
Take it easy, man.
Cheers, go Koski.
Yeah, cheers.
Have a
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Later.
Well, that's a hard-working man there, man. 80-hour weeks. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like I pulled some like 60s before, 12 hours, but man. Shit.
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure to meet you all tonight. You all have a good night and chat, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, Eagle.
A good one.
Take care,
Night,
Kush
man.
Master.
Thank
Yep.
you. Good night.
Who next? Who is next?
Is that your subtle hint there, Eagle?
That's the sign behind them.
Been up for like 5 minutes, Major.
No, I
We
only
don't
got
have
on
it.
it. I got
We
on
don't
that
make eye
weird
contact
view
with
where
you.
you gotta talk
More.
to get on my screen. Like right now, I see Greenfingers. That's who I see.
Oh, you
And now I
swipe,
see
you
you.
can see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I ain't doing shit.
Swipe one way and see just us, you or whoever speaking, and then swipe the other way, and it should bring
Oh, I
up
know what
like
you
four.
mean. Yeah. The gallery view.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's too hard.
Uh,
Well,
I
Eagle,
just leave on whatever.
Happy Canadian Day to you. And same to you, Major and Robert. Yeah, you can fuck off. Bye-bye. All you can
Have a
beautiful
good-
Canadians over there.
Take care, man.
Stuck in a trim bin.
Have a good day, brother.
Well, Eagle. I can't wait to get some acid from Buddy too. Hopefully he sends it up here. I don't think I'll do a whole tab, but I might do a fully. I won't do a tab and a half. I might try a fully, man. Greenfingers.
Cheers.
Stay cool, brother. 100 and whatever. Damn.
This is
Welcome
the
to
kind of
Canada. Come to Canada anytime you want, bud.
real syrup right here, bro. Real syrup.
That's an insult.
That real shit right here.
You gonna
I'll
chug
do it
that
right
shit?
now.
No, don't do that.
Okay. I might get diabetes. Fuck. Holy shit. Eagle, great show tonight. Kush Master. Awesome shit. I always want to say Master Kush. I don't know why. But everybody go plant some seeds. Eagle, thank you. Great show.
Thank you, brother.
Super high.
Love.
Love you more. Ha.
Brother.
See you next time.
For the rest of you guys, unfortunately, it is late and I am super tired. I need some rest. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bow out of the shout outs this evening, but I promise you I will take care of them tomorrow. So if this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, please take time for a little bit of self-love, a little bit of meditation along the lines of what I'm hoping is an amazing Friday for you. Please have a safe day. If you're traveling, have some safe travels for the 4th of July. Happy Canada Day to you guys that are watching, as everybody else has said. Cheers to you guys up there in the Great White North. With that being said, please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Shout out to everybody that can hear my voice. A little shortcut there tonight. With that being said, I love you guys. I am out of here. And